We're live.
Shh. Oh.
The G-men are listening.
Oh, no.
What?
Like to welcome the government.
G-man, welcome to the Discord.
Shh. No too many dings.
7 over 8. I'm never late.
Which one do I do? Huh? Is he in here? Oh, nah. John Biel is here, man.
It's 11:53 every night, every Saturday. Whenever you're ready, Johnny.
15 seconds, kids. 5 more minutes, kids. Oh, time. We're running out of time.
Which one is it? This one?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Oh.
Hey, I didn't hear any of that intro. I don't know what happened.
That was abrupt.
I guess we're live, and welcome everyone to Straturday night. I'm here.
What?
I know you sound muddy.
Can I get closer to the microphone?
That sounds awful.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like you got a pillow over your head.
This week.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I'm just glad it's not me.
Hey, John Biel, could you hear me?
Yes, Miss Othmeyer.
Hey, John Biel, how's my microphone sounding?
Was it sounding okay earlier? It was sounding okay earlier, right?
Yeah, whatever it was.
That sounds fine, but it sounds kind of weird now, man.
Was it better
And
now,
John
or?
Biel as the Gimp.
All right, my turn. This is my week to sound like crap.
We're off to a roaring start.
Let's see if I get I'll jump out and see if it comes back better.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's all right. Never mind.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah,
Well,
it had
hey,
nothing
man.
to do with that. You know that it was clearly a connection somewhere, or he was getting like a latency lag of some sort.
We should take a look at his setup, man, because I have a feeling he just like kicks it. And
Well, what's amazing is you have the worst setup in the history. Like you have the most like Hogan's Heroes rigged system. You're running on like an Atari 2600,
Right.
and you know a bunch
Yeah.
of and you know like them. And look, before I got the interface, I sounded better with the microphone and the board and all that stuff. Then I got the interface, and I start getting crackly here and there, depending on how busy or whatever the internet connection is. But John Biel has like, you see all the equipment he has. He has like a full recording studio in his office.
Not really. Really bad? Well, how's it sound?
Now, it's better now.
All right.
We'll see though, because it was like in and out like that flange that you get from latency.
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how it goes. What can I tell you?
Yeah, it was kind of like, hey everybody, how are you guys doing? This is
Yeah, like a
Biel,
flange.
and this is Saturday Night Live, and we're live. That's kind of
like-
what it
All
was.
right. I'll have to
You get that
listen back.
sometimes.
And there was barking too.
Yeah, but that
Well,
was my side.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any dogs near me, so
You have a dog, right?
no. My girlfriend has a dog, but she's not here tonight. So
So my girlfriend has a dog, which pretty much means I have a dog.
well,
To quote.
anyway.
Wow. Anyway, welcome to
Welcome,
John
everyone.
Biel's Straturday Night Live.
That's right. It's my night. This is all
Here
me.
we are.
Let me
So-
zoom in on this.
It's all him.
It's all me. Well, once again, welcome. And yeah, it's Straturday night, and we got Paul and Johnny here. We're gonna talk about our week. How did everybody do this week? You guys have a good Christmas?
I don't have any heat.
Oh, Well, you're in Arizona, so you don't need heat.
Well, it's funny because the heater that we have here, it's a heating AC unit like you have on the roof of any of big houses in real places, except this is a rental. And they replaced the air conditioning unit like 2 years ago, but they don't service it. They don't send anybody out to service it. So every year or two, they have to have somebody come out on the roof and clean out the friggin' filter because you turn it on and it blows air, but it doesn't blow any heat. And it'll be 38 degrees or 35 degrees out tonight and like the lowest temperature, and it'll drop down to like 61 in my house. So it's not cold, but it's not exactly comfortable either.
That's comfortable sleeping weather. I mean, 60 degrees, that's a good sleeping weather, man.
That's
It's not bad. Yeah, you throw a blanket on and you're good to go. But I usually keep my house at 70. This old dog here, she's got arthritis, so I don't want her to have to be cold in any way. And I'm just used to my house being 70 degrees. And when it gets down into the 60s, I start thinking, okay, now the temperature of the wood on my guitar necks and all that stuff. You start thinking about that shit.
You said wood.
Nah.
Thank you, Ben Tom. I look skinny, he says. Oh, I didn't lose any weight. It's the stripes, the black and white stripes.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, you do look pretty good, man.
Thank you. You got my Gibson shirt. Look at this. My girlfriend got me that for Christmas. Does it say Gibson? Yeah. Not Chipson.
Yeah. Not Fibson.
And the hat. I had this. She got this a few weeks ago, too. So thank you.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I hope everyone had a great holiday. And let's finish out 2020 with a bang and have a good week. That's all I can say.
It's not over yet.
Not over yet.
We can start with this, though.
Executive producers. Look at those. The wonderful people who help us all.
We're supposed to read that?
All of you.
I can read them. Charles Green, Joe Christian, Wayno, Thomas Santiago, Music Therapy Laz, Bent Tom, James Gum, Mike Neese, Frank Corcoran, Michael Smith, who hopefully we will see later. Maybe, maybe not. David Ennis, the legendary David Ennis, the generous David Ennis, Dan Halen, and who's that? Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Woo! Thank you to our executive producers.
Yes, and if you'd love to become one of them.
That's right. Click the join button right down below the YouTube window.
It's right above that thumb. It's right below that thumbs down button that David Crosby already pushed.
Meh.
Wah, wah.
Meh. I think people that thumbs up or thumbs down should be identified. If you're strong enough to have the opinion, you should be strong enough to stand behind it.
Well, don't they both count equally, basically, in the end? YouTube-wise, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think it really does anything. But it shows, it shows that people are watching, which is great. So, David Crosby, if you're watching, I mean, that's awesome.
Meh.
I did like some of your music a long time ago.
Long time ago. Before I was born. Before Johnny was born. Although, what was it? They did have one in the 80s that was good. Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
I saw Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young in 1990. No, in 2000. They did that reunion tour. Mm-hmm. I saw them in Columbus, Ohio. And it was funny because I was there with a bunch of people from the radio station that I was working at the time. The company had like 3 or 4 radio stations, so we had a luxury box it's called the Schottenstein Center, which is on the campus of Ohio State. So we're there, and this little like 20-something girl comes over, and when you're up in one of those luxury boxes, you can't see the stage. You're up in the boonies. So we're all sitting there, and everybody's drinking. Nobody's really paying attention because it's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. It's not like it's an amazing stage show. The songs are great, but dude, it's awesome. But this little girl, 20-something-year-old girl comes walking up to us and goes, "Hey, which one is Neil Young?" And so we go, well, the fat one is Crosby. The guy with the short hair is Graham Nash.
The guy behind everybody was Nash.
Yeah, the other fat guy is Steven Stills. And wait for it. And all of a sudden, there's this huge roar as Neil Young walks to the mic to sing whatever part he had to sing. And the place blows up. I go, that's Neil Young. And that's who everybody's here to see. Because it was like, Crosby, Stills, and Nash are playing, theaters.
Neil Young is bigger than Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And
yes,
Crosby, Stills, Nash.
Put together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And them.
Sure, yes.
Neil Young is the rock star out of those dudes.
And that's the thing is Crosby, Stills, and Nash plays, 5,000 seat, 35 to 5,000 seat theaters. You bring Neil Young into it and they're selling out arenas. And that was what it was. It was the first time they'd done it in so long. So it was really funny though. The legend.
You bring Neil Young into it and they have groupies.
Yes. And that's the weirdest thing in the world. Cause you look at Neil Young and you think, oh, there's an attractive fellow.
Most people don't know Crosby.
He's the grandfather of grunge is what he is.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, yeah.
Young
look at John BL, that flannel you're wearing, man. That's...
Yes. Crazy Horse was really, I mean, Hey, Hey, My is one of the noisiest songs ever written. It's great for what it is. I'm not a Neil Young fan, but the undeniable are undeniable, and Neil Young is undeniable.
Right.
I love
Rockin' in the Free World. I mean, the distortion on some of Neil Young's rockin', songs. I mean, it was
I think it was fuzz.
It was
I think he used fuzz.
It was fuzz, yeah.
I think it was fuzz, which I like. That's my favorite.
Yeah, but I mean that the first time I heard "Hey Hey My," I'm like, is there something wrong with my speakers? It was so distorted.
Is that John BL?
You really got me, cutting the speakers and that kind of stuff. It was just harsh distortion. Yeah,
it was stunning, and and really early for that.
Right.
Just noise, but in the most musical of ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
that could have been
the one note guitar solo in Cinnamon Girl. I mean, that's legendary.
Yeah. You know who does a great cover of that is Typo Negative.
Wow.
Does a great cover of Cinnamon Girl.
Industrial style.
John BL.
Kind of. It's a little gothy, but it's great. It's really melodic and it's got, some nice underlying keyboards. It's a very gothy version, but really good version of that song.
Cool.
So check that out.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Neil Young. Most people don't realize Neil Young was at Woodstock with Crosby, Stills, and Nash, but he refused to get filmed, so he wasn't in the movie, and nobody remembers that he was there because Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young did a electric set and an acoustic set, but Young didn't want to. Yeah, Neil Young didn't want to be in the movie. So,
well, he is one of the more famous malcontents in the music industry. I love. That's the first time I'd ever heard of a record company rejecting a guy's record because he gave it to them deliberately non-commercial, which I think was, I mean, they're like, we want a commercial record. He's like, nope, this is what you get. And they're like, well, we're not taking it. I go, okay, right. Well, I guess I'm not recording. And it was like,
this is what you get. It's Neil Young here. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, the idea that he is, curmudgeon in all the most rebellious ways.
Yeah,
and of course, and his resurrection in 1989 with "Rockin' in the Free World," and remember "This Note's for You."
That's right.
Another great one, another great song that just ripping off, ripping on the music industry and corporate sponsorship and all that stuff.
And then he hooked up with Pearl Jam, and they did like a couple music awards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
the Merkin Ball sessions,
collaboration.
Oh, wasn't that Budweiser?
Yeah, this Note's for You was
this Bud's for You.
Yeah, it was a rip on. Right. It was ripping on all corporate sponsorship because Budweiser and Miller and all those beer companies were underwriting all these big concerts like the Rolling Stones and stuff like that. So Neil Young wrote this anti-corporate sponsorship song. I always find that funny when bands do that, like Rage Against the Machine ripping on corporate America while signed to Sony Records.
Sony. Yeah.
Man. Well, who's here? We got 70 cats in the chat.
Let's see if we got some participants.
Oh yeah, how does that work?
I don't know how that works.
Well, I got a short list, but I'll go down my list. It's getting longer and longer. Right at the top is 7/8, who's just kind of lurking in the background. Maybe we'll see him shortly. Of course, Bent Tom, we love you. Brian Spalding, Dane, welcome.
Dane Zimmerman. We can both read him. I see him. The legendary David Ennis. Dave Ennis.
Fruitcake Tony and Lenny Lou and Renus Pinkle, and Rico B, who I met over at Dane's shop the other day, just hanging around. We sat and shot the crap
awesome.
for a while. Yeah, it was cool. Santa Cruz 3600, Thomas Santiago, Thunder Falcon, Tubin 1, not to be confused with Tube Supio, Vista Light 72, and Wayno.
All right. Thunder Falcon,
Wow.
did we get them?
Mark Blankenship. We got the Facebook
John Moronic.
Facebook peeps as well. Jeff
Wasn't Mark
Alexander.
Blankenship a comedian? Wasn't that the name of a comedian, Mark Blankenship?
Maybe that's him.
Probably.
That'd be great if it was.
Let's just assume that's him.
Clayton James Hicks.
That was Mark Blankenship, the comedian, was really good. If that's the same guy.
Who was the other one? Todd. There was another one he had the same name as a comedian. I can't think of it. Tom or Todd something.
I don't remember.
Gross or something. I don't know.
Oh, Todd Gross. Yeah, Todd Gross is an annoying comedian.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone.
Man.
Tell your friends. Are we on Facebook tonight?
Hey, Bo.
What do we got? Hey, there's Bo on Facebook. All right. All right. Good to yeah. Well,
there we go. Michael.
Well,
AKA Renus Pinkle. There he is. Yeah, and for our Facebook friends, we have Facebook stars over on Johnny Beane TV Facebook page. So
we got that going for us.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
We have at least, we have that. And we also have Hey.
Oh, not yet. Not yet.
Not ready. Not ready.
So not ready.
Nice shirt. Is that a Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
I hope you got some rum for
Because
that.
I got a little bit of
There you go.
Sammy's spiced cola rum.
I'm drinking Bacardi tonight. I got some Bacardi with
Oh, Bacardi.
Oh, come on. Good stuff.
How do you drink that stuff?
Lottie Dottie.
How? Usually
Yeah.
goes through my mouth, down my belly, and makes me feel good.
Bacardi.
And the yummy yums.
You got to order you some
Right.
Sammy.
What? Oh, Sammy rum. Yeah. Well, that's top of the line stuff.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's
Yeah, it's not expensive.
it's top of the line because his name's on it.
That's right.
No, it's really good though.
I was by was it Total Wine and More? Is that the name of the place here?
Probably.
It's
Yes.
It's next to the Guitar Center in Tempe, which I went into today. By the way, Guitar Center looks like a Best Buy now. There's nothing on the racks. They have nothing on the
I
walls.
figured that. Yeah.
It is insanely barren. I mean, really bad, and not because of the holidays. Obviously, the financial situation there is they have just cut whatever allotment, like like a car dealership that's in the hood.
Now,
They're
didn't
not
Sweetwater buy them, or they bought Sweetwater or something?
That was
Isn't there
a rumor.
collaboration, some kind of.
Yeah. But the Total Wine and More, I went in there. I was looking for Trooper beer, Iron Maiden's beer, and they didn't have it. I was bummed.
Did you pick up the Three Stooges beer instead?
No.
Clayton, awesome, man. He got Clayton James Hicks got Van Halen coffee mug and a 5150 shirt. Ooh.
Yeah. The same shirt that you sent me. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Awesome.
Mhm.
I bet it doesn't smell as good as the one I sent Johnny, though.
5150 album or the cover band?
Clayton, if you want to send me your shirt, I'll wear it for a day or two. I'll send it back to you.
It's the shirt that says 5150 here and then has the guitar upside down on the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And mine smells like Jay, so it's awesome.
Do you sleep in it so that you can have his scent close by all the time?
Yeah, it's my pillowcase.
That's kind of
Hey.
weird.
Oh, did I say that?
By the way, I never showed. My mom made some.
By the
My
way,
mom
I
made
never
some
showed up.
EVH style ornaments that were from my tree. Came out really nice. Like
Come on,
just
you
Oh,
gotta-
awesome.
Tell your mom to send us them.
here. Let me. I'll show you the tree too. The tree
Did I
came
tell
out-
you, John, did I tell you that your mom thanked me on Twitter for
Oh,
the
really?
birthday?
She's following Johnny Beane on Twitter. Is that right?
Your mom is following me on Twitter.
Well, she's got good taste. So what can I tell you?
She thanked Johnny because
we got some VH ornaments.
She thanked Johnny because now John does something on the weekends.
Right.
Well, no, John.
Because I
John
have a
has
life
girlfriend.
now.
I know. I'm just busting.
Sorry, I have a life now.
I don't.
I obviously don't. Here I am.
Hold on. I got to get back to something. I heard you talking about your heat broke. 61 degrees in your house.
Yeah.
What are you hanging meat?
That's not bad at all.
Hold on a second. It's bad when you have musical instruments in the house.
I know that. That's why I've got a file in with the property management people. If it were my house, I would have already been up on the roof and taken care of it. I can't.
Do you
know what it is here?
Did you
Do you know what it is here? I don't have heat in this house. I don't have heat. Look what it is.
Wow.
So I'm actually wearing this coat because I'm cold.
That's
Yeah,
not
You don't have a thermostat or heat in your house, or is it
I
controlled
do.
by a neighbor or something? I had that once where it was controlled by a neighbor.
That's what's. Hey, Kurt.
You guys know where I am, right? I'm in South Carolina.
Right.
Look at this shit.
Man, well, I guess I got to see how it is here.
Yeah.
It's
Now
cold
I gotta.
here,
Now
but-
I gotta look. Now I gotta look and see
Can
what
you
the weather
believe
is.
this?
Let's see what
Let's
the weather's
everyone
like.
tell us where you're from. I'm at 27, so I'm pretty close to Jay here.
Yeah, but
Wow.
you're supposed to be 27
I'm
degrees.
like 500 miles north of you. Too.
Yeah,
Merry
you're
Christmas,
supposed to
Kurt
be
Jeffries.
27. I'm not.
It's
This is
51 in Phoenix right now.
Well,
What
it
is
was
it?
like 51 yesterday, so it was in the 50s yesterday around.
Let
here.
us know in the chat what the temperature is where you're watching from.
They're
We got-
expecting a low of 45 tonight. And the low will
no.
come at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah, and then it's going to go up to what, 90 during the day? What,
No,
what
it'll
do
go
you
up
get?
to 71.
It's like the
71
moon. It's like the moon in Arizona. It gets super hot when the sun's on it, and it gets super cold.
That's right. No atmosphere out there.
It's like a 600-degree change or something.
Well, that's the good news is I try to keep my house at 70 degrees all year round. So everything, it's like, climate controlled completely. It never gets more than 70 or less than 70. So for it to go down to like 64, 63, 61 degrees, it's not that big a difference. The house is within 10 degrees of what it normally is. But if it goes under 60, then I'll call the emergency number for my property management people and say, get somebody over here now.
Well, at least you're not in Minneapolis. 19 in Minneapolis.
No. And remember, a couple of years ago, I didn't have air conditioning, and inside my house, it was almost 100 degrees. So I took all my guitars for like 17 days. I didn't have air conditioning because we had to wait for the home warranty
How
people.
did you sleep?
I went out and bought a unit, a floor unit, and put it in my bedroom, and basically secluded myself in the master bedroom, took all my guitars and piled them up on top of a bureau, and the dogs. It was me, the dogs, and the guitars, and a couple of spray bottles that I could spray water into the front of the floor unit to try and keep the room, moist and humid in there. And then when I would walk out into the hallway, it was like walking into a blast furnace. It sucked. See, the thing is, the landlord was cool. They said, well, we'll put you in a hotel. I'm like, yeah, I can't take, a dozen or so guitars.
It's all about the guitars with you.
The guitars,
Celsius. I don't know what that means.
the guitars and the dogs.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
I can't bring those two dogs into a hotel. Listen to that.
No tell.
Every noise you hear around my house, they go right to the door and start scratching. Can you imagine the hallways at a hotel at 2 a.m. after last call?
Well, if they allow you to bring your pets, then what the hell?
Yeah, when you stay in those hotels that allow animals, there's barking and just stink all night long. I've been there.
Barking and stink.
Barking
Yeah,
and stink.
About that.
That's a great name for a band.
Yeah.
Barking and stink.
Well, see, everybody in the chat that's talking about these super low temperatures, you guys are in states that are used to low temperatures.
That's winter. That gets winter. We're in California, South Carolina, and Arizona, and
So
Don is in the boonies.
So everybody, your heat system is made for that. Ours isn't. Like my thing outside is it's trying to heat the house right now. They're not made for 28 degrees.
And that's the funny thing about it too is if anybody knows anything, because Jay lived in cold climates at one point too. When the heater goes on for 5 or 7 minutes and gets the house down to the temperature it's supposed to be, or up to the temperature it's supposed to be, and then shuts off, and 35 seconds later turns back on, you start to get worried. You're like, shit, why is the heater turning back on all this time? Because it's not supposed to run all night long.
No. Yeah, I mean, I lived in Illinois for almost 10 years. So, but I was a kid and I was born there, so it was normal. You know what I mean? So I didn't know any different. But now, if I have to go back to something like that, I'm like, oh, what are you guys crazy?
I go all ghetto. If it gets really cold, I'll go out to the kitchen. I'll preheat the oven to 500 degrees. Wait for it to beep. Wait for it to beep until it's heated up. Shut it off and open the oven and just let the
oven
the heat blow into the kitchen.
Yeah,
I'll do that once or twice.
If it gets too cold around here.
No, they'll get somebody out here on Monday, but it just sucks. I got to buy a house. I got to buy my own house. I'm tired of renting, but I just don't want to move.
That's where I live. I live in Bolingbrook.
Bolingbrook, Illinois.
Yep.
Illinois. Is it Illinois or Illinois?
323 Dean Circle was my address.
All right, let's look it up.
John Biel.
Yeah, look it up. Let's pull it up.
Pull it up.
If he lives in that house now, wouldn't that be funny as shit? Wait a minute.
Hey. You know, if you want to hear something funny, I lived in the house that my father lived in as a kid for a while. He lived in a brownstone in Dorchester at 237 Boston Street. And years later, that house was sold to a guy he knew. When my mother and I moved back to Boston, my father called that guy and he had a second floor apartment for rent. So I actually lived in the house that my father lived in as a kid briefly.
Wow.
Which is really, really weird. Yes, Renus, that's a good idea. My brother killed himself from carbon monoxide. Oh. So that'd be probably I could be just like him. And finally my father I'd have my father's approval.
I was going to laugh before you said that. No.
All right. So
it's fine. I was 9. I don't know any better.
Yeah. Want me to look up that address, or do you want to look at? Or do you want to look up I already sent Johnny the address of since we were talking about on the air talking about the Pasadena party.
First, I got to give somebody a shout out if they're watching this. George from Chicago.
Whoa,
George.
Ow.
George from Chicago sent me some DMs on Johnny Beane TV Facebook page.
You up?
Where some of you may be watching from. Yeah, exactly. That's what he said. And he was asking me questions about the EVH Frankenstein. And
we're gonna get deep right now. I thought we were still chit chatting.
Jay's
over
there.
No,
we should probably get away from suicide talk, though. I'm guessing.
Oh well, yeah.
Let's move on.
That's what anyway.
I wanted to mention Cameron Brown's in the chat, and it's like 4:30 a.m. where he is in Scotland.
Wow.
And about an hour ago, he sent me a message. He sent me a Dropbox file. Maybe I shouldn't even be talking about it, but whatever.
Now you're in now.
And he's been playing piano now for a little bit.
Cool.
Keyboard, and he sent me this piano piece that he wrote. Literally.
So he's a penis?
You
Now Cameron, he's a penis? Okay. No problem with that.
You would like my penis?
And I got to say, like, he sent me this thing, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I was telling him, I was like, you know, it's crazy because, you know, we've become friends over the past couple of years. And
hey, George,
I told him it's very strange to have somebody that I'm friends with that's like as talented as that. It's like he sends me.
Hey, what about us?
Yeah, I know. It's good to have a support system, Jay. Thanks.
What is it? Present company excluded.
Yeah. There you go.
So
you guys know my other friends are actually really smart.
Now I consider myself lucky because he sends me this stuff, and it's like, you know, obviously I'm going to be working on the record with him, but
obviously
it's cool that he's sending me this stuff, and I'm hearing it like in its infancy. It's pretty cool. It really is.
I think it's cool that
Awesome.
most of my friends are connected to the music industry in some way or another, or musicians. So we're all sort of the same nerds in one little corner that speak the same language that nobody else speaks. I love that, and it's great to see somebody like Cameron, as talented he is, who can do something that's not just, 3 chords and a bottle of whiskey,
and the exact opposite. Somebody that can not just shred their ass off. They're
right.
actually very melodic and put a lot of thought into the stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out Cameron's page. Good stuff. And he's been on a few times with us.
Yeah.
Always good to see him in the chat.
And that's what I always tell people when they say there's no good music out there. I'm like, you're just not looking. Just because they're not putting out major label records and on the radio doesn't mean there's not great music to be found in every city in America.
Right.
I mean, in every little small town in Limp Dick, Oklahoma is a Josh Jones, that's doing amazing stuff. Yeah, Limp Dick, Oklahoma is right, it's right between East Leg and West Leg, Oklahoma.
Oh,
right below Belly Button, Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
You know where to find it.
Yeah.
Thank you for following me on Twitter. Passion.
It freaks me out that, there are kids like, 10, 12-year-old kids who are better guitar players than any of us combined could ever be. They're just stunningly talented, and that's great.
Yeah. And it's different too, because what?
Yes, Fupa, Oklahoma.
I had this conversation with McRockland a while ago about how do you kind of because there is a difference about to be that good at something, you basically have to dedicate all your time to it. You can't just pick it up every once in a while and expect to be as good as some of these guys. It's impossible. You have to almost be obsessed with what it, whatever it is, painting, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, back when we were growing up playing, I think I can speak for all of us in here. We're, of the old school. The tools that we had to learn, it wasn't as much as there are nowadays, but also the distractions aren't as much as there are now. Like now with social media, I'll come up here late at night to start, trying to, learn some stuff and get better. Next thing you know, I'm on YouTube looking at shit. I'm on my phone. And next time I'm like, I'm up here for an hour and a half. I haven't done shit.
Your pants are off.
Whereas back, right. And, back when I started to play guitar, I'd go in my room to play. And next thing you know, it's 3 hours later. And all I've done was play guitar because I'm not distracted by all these other things. So it's like, it's that extreme of both, both things. So.
No, and you're right. Remember we've talked about different musicians, and obviously Lemmy would have been 70 something this week on Christmas Eve is his birthday. One of my favorite things that Lemmy would say, or people would talk about when they meet Lemmy, is Lemmy would say, "I remember a time before there was rock and roll."
Yeah,
and because he was old enough to remember when the idea of popular music was like Patsy Cline and Gene, the Ray Conniff singers and all that stuff. And then there was rock and roll. We're the last generation that can say, I remember there was a time before the internet, when the internet didn't exist or cable TV didn't exist. And cable TV and all that stuff changed everything. The idea that any kid could show any sort of devotion or a long enough attention span to master an instrument now is amazing, given the amount of different things they could be doing.
It's true.
It's right. That quote. I mean, whoever just said that on the chat, video games. It's all about video games. I mean, I work in a middle school and kids.
Mark Roberts.
Above everything else, music and studying and everything above everything is movies and everything is video games. It's just all about Fortnite.
Well, video games are so cool now.
Oh, they've always
compared to when we were. I mean,
yeah, they've always been cool though. Just different generations. We thought Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and Space Invaders were fucking awesome, and then we saw Joust and Battlezone, and then when was it the first time we saw Dragon's Lair, everything changed because it was a cartoon.
Yeah, and then we realized it was just.
I was lost
down,
at
left,
that one,
right,
man.
and then you're done.
Oh, that's hard as shit, that game.
Yeah, but I mean that's
not
the
if
point.
you know the pattern. It's only
they
one
were all
pattern.
amazing back then.
Yeah.
They're just more amazing now because you've just seen the evolution of it, kind of like with guitar and music and everything else out there. I wish that Rocksmith had become a bigger game. Rocksmith tried to take the idea of Guitar Hero and actually say, okay, now we can apply this to real music and real guitar playing. And it just didn't happen. People would rather just go blue, red, green, blue, and not actually play the notes on a guitar string on a guitar. But I had wished Rocksmith had kicked in because that would have been a great, melding of two amazing technologies, and would have been able to cause kids to jump from Rocksmith to Pro Tools or whatever other recording technologies.
Although I think a lot of kids did graduate from Guitar Hero into a real guitar and
the serious ones.
Yeah,
the serious.
It was a good. I mean, it did introduce them to real rock, and it was Guitar Heroes. Guitar Heroes is even now. I mean, when did Guitar Hero come out? 10, 15 years ago, and even now, 2020, that's so far behind us. Like the Guitar Hero could have a resurgence. Something that would a video game that would really promote guitar playing and that kind of stuff.
My experience with that, with Guitar Hero and Rock Band and those things. The guitarists that I knew weren't very good on guitar. Like for instance, right? My brother-in-law, who was my drummer, he was amazing at guitar on Guitar Hero. He's not very good in real life on guitar. I was pretty damn good on drums on Rock Band. I sucked at the guitar playing that. And I got to tell you, the day Rock Band came out with the whole kit, with the drum set, the microphone, the guitar, like the whole kit and caboodle.
It was an actual guitar?
Huh?
Did you actually play the guitar like an actual guitar for that one?
No,
Rock Band was similar to Guitar Hero, right?
Just the different colors.
Clicker and whatever.
Actually, do I still have that here? I had an old thumbnail that we used to use that had one of those.
That would make sense that a percussionist would be good at Guitar Hero because
this one.
It's just it's four
like
different
that.
options with the fingers. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So the day that Rock Band came out, Metallica released Blackened and the song and Justice for All, the Guitar Hero / Rock Band version of those songs, right? So you had to buy them. They were $1 a piece or something. So of course, Jimmy comes over the day the game comes out. We buy those two songs, and for 2 weeks, we were number 2 in the world on the song and Justice for All.
That's awesome.
For 2 weeks, we were number 2, man. Just destroyed it. Because I know all those songs, like the drums inside and out, every drum fill, every part. And I can, whenever I listen to music, I always like tap the drums.
Yeah.
And that's basically, what it is. I'm not a great drummer or a good drummer.
I'm a great desk drummer, but you put me behind a kit.
Air
and
drummer.
What's fun is and Jay, you probably have done this, and anybody that plays guitar has done this. Watch a guitar player try to keep time with a drummer. Sometimes the guitar player, because they have their rhythm and their chord on their one, watch them do that and try to tap their foot at the same time while the drummer is in time. It never works out. You can see them. They can't do both. They can't do the foot hand coordination at the same time.
I can do that.
Most guitar players can't. Most guitar players are so concerned with this.
Company excluded, Paul.
Present company excluded.
No, I've always done that. I've played whatever, and then my foot is in time with the drums.
Yeah, a lot of guitar players can't. A lot of guitar players they're so locked into that they don't follow what the drummer is doing. They just sort of play. They know what the time signature is, but they don't know where the one is where the drummer is going. It's almost like the drummer has to follow the guitar player sometimes.
Real guitar players aren't thinking while they're playing. They're just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of footage of Ed just doing the tapping his foot along with Al, because those two were locked in completely.
Well, Eddie had better. I'm somebody might
had
saying this, but Eddie had better timing than Alex.
Than a lot of guys, yeah.
Just watch Al in the Huffer teacher video trying to dance.
When it's all said and done, we all know this as guitar players. It's the right hand that makes the difference, not the left. It's the right hand. It's that your meter and your rhythm and your chunk. That's why guys like Eddie and Nuno and Paul Gilbert and Joe Perry. Joe Perry, not a great solo player.
Mark Roberts,
not a great solo player, but phenomenal, rhythm players. It's the right hand that makes the difference. Malcolm.
I still don't have a good rhythm on my right hand, just playing guitar.
Never mind.
Playing guitar.
I'm glad you said playing guitar.
Yeah.
Present company excluded.
It's off.
Wayno sent me something for you, Paul.
Oh, did he?
Ooh.
He said to show this to you. I don't know if I should show this on here.
Oh, I don't know. Is it something I'm not supposed to see?
Well, it's an address. It's an address. It's an address.
Oh, well, then why don't you just send it to me? Just message it to me.
It's a building.
It's a bill.
Oh, White
It's
Bailey.
a bill for a couple $1,000. You got.
Well, what's the building? Tell me what the building is.
Building.
Something street.
22 Washington Street?
No.
237 Boston Street?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my old address in Boston. Yeah. It's an old brownstone right across from the Monsignor Ryan High School.
Oh, should I show it?
Did you send a picture of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Shaw. I don't care. This is the brownstone that my father lived in the 1920s.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he sent me this.
1920s.
Let's pull up our old addresses on here.
Yeah, that was my bedroom right there in the second floor through that window. That was my bedroom. And above me was a guy named Mike Potvin, who was the brother of Dennis Potvin from the Minnesota North Stars.
Of course. Wow.
Yeah, remember Felix Potvin?
I know the name.
He was the goalie for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, I think they were all related.
Mid-90s. The cat. Felix the cat.
Yeah, but Dennis Potvin lived with a hippie named Moira Sheets, and Moira, who was Jay would appreciate Moira in a memorable sort of way. Moira was adverse to wearing underwear, bras, panties, whatever, and short skirts. She was a straight up hippie, and gave me my first copy of Are You Experienced?
The first copy.
Give me my first stop there.
No. She gave me many of those, not personally, but in memory, of course. But she gave me my first copy of Jimi Hendrix's Are You Experienced, the original vinyl from like 1968, and I ended up trading it into a music store at one point because like an idiot.
Got like 300
because I was too young to really appreciate Hendrix at the time.
What did you get?
I don't remember. Credit for something.
You can always buy
probably
the CD.
Bought some hairband.
The LP is probably worth a couple $100, and the CD that you can always hear it in good quality on the CD. So
that was the point.
Probably a good move.
No, it wasn't a good move.
It depends on the pressing.
Yeah,
and that's true.
And the what do you call it?
The point was she was a hippie giving me hippie music, and I was 13 years old and listening to AC/DC. What the hell did I know at the time? I didn't get into guys like Hendrix and Zeppelin and the Doors. I just recently got into the Doors. Couldn't listen to them as a kid. Wasn't tolerant of it.
I like him. And hey, George, there's George McReynolds. He's the one who was asking about the Frankenstein.
Well, what do you want to hear about the Frankenstein? Let's
talk about the Frankenstein.
You got your Frank. I got my.
He said
Frank.
he ordered one. He said he's getting one. He was asking about. He was asking about the pickup. He was asking about the pickup in it. He was asking what the original pickup was in the actual guitar, and I told him it was a PAF from a 335.
Yeah. Now, Jay, did you wire your neck pickup in yet?
I haven't done anything to this. I haven't even put the quarter in yet.
George was also asking if you could wire it up.
Yes,
you can.
And I was explaining how you did that, but how would you do that, Jay?
Take it to somebody.
Yeah, but then what you do is instead of putting a selector switch on it, you put a push-pull pot on it.
Yeah,
that's what I told him.
Yep.
Yeah.
The second pickup is fully functioning. You just have to connect it,
basically. Or push, whatever,
Yeah.
But it's great. Like, I can't believe that they made this guitar for the price that they made it for. I'm gonna take the you see that shim that's underneath the trim, Adam from FU Tone calls that a tone sucker. I usually take that out of all the EVH Floyds. Here, I'll show it to you.
That shim keep it from rising up, right?
Yeah. So technically, so that the base plate of you can't see it from that angle. Son of a. Let me see if you can
Son
see
of a motherless goat.
Yeah.
There
See
it is,
that?
yeah.
Thick.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Well, you're gonna put a brass block in it anyway, right?
Yeah, I will. But Adam, it's between the block and the base plate, and
Yeah.
So basically, I'll be able to rest the, base plate of the trim, if I can find
Against
it.
the body.
That's what she said.
Giggity.
On the body, because the action's high on this thing. It definitely needs to be set up.
There's a lot of dings in that too.
The neck
a lot
absolutely
of,
feels amazing on this thing. Like I said, I can't believe that this guitar is what it is. It looks absolutely amazing,
And it's not too dark, which is cool.
Yeah, I think this is the second what's it called?
Run.
Second
Production
rum.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, rum.
Second run. So the first ones, I think a lot of them were very dark. But whatever,
I think they
Whatever.
look cool.
Yeah.
Dark as well.
Yeah, Cameron Brown, he wanted the one he got super dark, and it is. He likes it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Zach. Zach Thong is saying
Thong,
hello
yeah.
to everybody.
But as far as the pickup, I know that somebody else is going to be able to, I guess, get into more detail, but Seymour Duncan made a Frankenstein pickup a while back. And obviously, I think they got a note from Eddie or whoever saying, "Hey, you can't do that." So Caleb has one of these pickups. It's a custom order. You can't order it online from Seymour Duncan, but if you call them, and I don't know the name of it, Cameron Brown, if he's still watching, he's probably sleeping by now. He knows the name of it, and obviously, if Caleb joins us, he'll know the name of it too. But if you call up Seymour Duncan and ask for this pickup, you can get it. And supposedly, all the people that have them or played the pickup or heard it say it's unbelievable how this thing sounds. There it is. Is it the IM1? KXM Rock says the IM1. I think that's it.
Fast Eddie says 78 Duncan.
No, that one you can get.
Yeah, that one you can get.
Yeah.
I think it's the IM1. So it's a special order. You have to call up to order it.
Is it online?
I'm sure you can look it up and watch videos on it, but everybody that either has it or has heard it said it's friggin' unbelievable. So
The Seymour Duncan Custom Shop IM1 humbucker.
there it is.
Is that kind of like a I'm the one? Like
this was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
kind of a nod to I'm the one.
I'm
$180, Mike Neese is saying.
I'm the one. Oh, there it is. I'm looking at it. It looks just like a regular pickup.
Yeah.
Randy Price says, didn't the real Frankie pickup read dead on an ohm reader?
Ohm meter.
It wasn't
Is that
part
what
of
I
it.
said?
Wasn't part of the pickup didn't work or something, Johnny?
He's actually using only one of the.
I heard he
coils.
destroyed it. Well, it was one of those soldering, mistakes that he made. You know how he talks about he destroyed a bunch of guitars. I heard he destroyed the bridge pickup. I mean the neck pickup, and just said "fuck it" and left it in. Am I not swearing?
Oh, we're just talking about the bridge though.
Oh, the bridge pickup?
Yeah.
The only one he used. He didn't use the neck pickup.
No, I understand that, but it just says, didn't the real Frankie pickup read dead? You mean just the bridge pick? You didn't specify.
I would
bridge or-
assume he meant the bridge pickup.
No, the neck pickup. Hang on.
What is going on?
Let's start over.
Hey, Randy, which pickup did you mean?
So here's the Frankie.
No, Randy, which pickup were you talking about? Bridge or neck?
I could see the neck reading 0 because
Yeah.
I mean, it may have
Oh,
been-
Randy is saying that chip, thinking he thought he killed it, but he hooked it. It was hooked up backwards. Something. I know Chip.
What do you think?
Get him on the phone. Why don't you call
Call
Chip?
him up.
Call him right there from your shop.
Yeah, remember last time you told I dropped the name, you said call him up, so I did.
And how did that end up?
I also know John
Worked
Biel.
out good.
No way, you don't know John B.
I'll give you the answer.
I do.
It
I
might not
actually
be
know
right,
John
but I'll give you the answer.
You have an 8-ball? Oh, I thought you were.
Wait, 8-ball.
I just saw that 8-ball episode of Family Guy last night.
Oh,
Have you seen that one?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I just discovered Hulu Plus has like 3 years of Family Guys I haven't seen yet.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Randy says the bridge.
Yeah. Randy, I took a tour of EVH in Corona some years back, like 5-6 years ago. And it was amazing.
So he's saying when they built the 300 replicas, so at the time when they were building the replica, maybe the pickup was dead. That was whatever was in it. If that's what he's talking about, it may have. If it reads 0 on the ohm meter or dead on the ohm meter, then I would assume it's probably not outputting any, sound.
Those are the replicas right there.
Ohm meter is resistance.
Yeah, I thought I heard something about the pickup wasn't in full working condition, even back in the day. That's what I heard. But I don't know this shit.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, like what I was telling George on Facebook, Eddie was always changing stuff in that guitar around. The necks were always being changed. The pickups were always being changed around. There was a time where he had DiMarzio, like super distortions and PAFs, and he was always changing bobbins. He was always wax potting the pickups.
Get Rudy on the phone. Where's Rudy?
So
he would have all the answers.
Matt Sarnicki says the pickup had a dead coil when they dissected it. So I don't remember seeing his name. It's probably, he was probably sitting there at his computer, just watching the show and getting so pissed that we didn't know. He's probably yelling at his computer. It had a dead coil, you idiots. All right, F it, I'm finally going to comment.
And then they in 2020 they released the whole Frankenstein with a dead coil, and that's the way it goes out to everybody. Let's make it authentic, with it full of dead coil.
And people would complain.
That actually happened. Gibson did that with with the Ace Frehley signature model Les Paul, because Ace Frehley only used the middle and bridge pickup. The neck pickup was actually a smoke bomb. For the smoking guitar thing that he used to do in the 70s.
Right.
So they actually sent it out without that pickup, with it being dead. And people lost their minds. They were like, why did you do this? Why would you sell us a $5,000 guitar?
Should have come with smoke bombs.
With a dead, yeah, it should have come with a smoke bomb and a switch and a battery switch and everything and a filament to make it work. That's what they should have done. But yeah, people freaked out. So you either, if it's too authentic, people will complain. And if you make it, I think what Fender did or EVH did or Charvel specifically did with the Frankenstein is great. They put the dead pickup in there, and if you want to hook it up, you can.
There's probably people out there who are like, "What the hell? It doesn't work. The neck pickup is dead."
And this will shock some people. That neck pickup in the out of phase, second and fourth position on a Stratocaster is actually pretty cool sounding. So maybe people, if they're going to spend that kind of money for one guitar and they can only afford one guitar, maybe they do want those tones. And EVH gives you that option if you want it.
Yeah.
Which I think is great.
To get mine hooked up.
All the nerds know that pickup never worked, and so they would get the guitar expecting it not to work. But
it's just a bonus if you want to hook it up.
The pickup is it's not broken. It actually does. You can hook it up.
It's functional.
Yeah.
That's your call if you want to do it. And I think that's great. I think giving you the option versus making you have to go out and buy a pickup and relic it and make it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they could have put it in there and nobody would have probably complained. I didn't, when I first heard that the pickup worked, that you could, I was like, whoa, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
But it doesn't come wired to the selector switch though, right? The dead selector switch in the middle. You still have to wire it up
No,
yourself.
but it comes with all the. Look at that.
Have you tried switching the selector at all?
Where you have to dig it out of the cavity.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not-
no, dude. It's like
well, maybe it's already
Put it in
hooked
there.
up.
You just put your finger in there.
Yeah.
you put your finger in there.
You're not gonna get electric.
You just put it. Yeah, you just switch it.
She's like, oh my God.
Oh
Does it
no!
move?
Then your finger gets stuck.
Yeah, you probably get a single coil, a
Oh, no.
humbucker, and then the humbucker with the single, and then just the single. You
Yeah,
probably
see,
get
we
all
were just
five-
kidding. Now the guitar is useless.
Yeah.
See, now it doesn't work at all. Now it's stuck. I can't now, man.
Oh no, send it back.
You son of a
Oh.
bitch. Now it's stuck.
Well, actually, let's look at a picture of the real one and see which way it actually
Which
went.
position it's in, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was that way.
I could get it. I put
The
it right
Met.
up against the body, so it's
The Met
hard to. If I had a
Frankenstein. Here we go. Let's find a picture of the actual one and see which way it actually does go.
yeah, I just need like
Okay,
a small flathead to get.
here it is.
That'll be fine.
I found it. Here's the real one. Oh, the real one actually has it in the middle.
Well, now
So
my
that,
guitar
would be,
is
that would be position 3, I think.
Now that
in a
guitar is
five- in a
useless.
5-way, or position 2.
it's fake now. It's real fake. It's in the wrong position.
There it is. Here's the real
Caleb's gonna
one.
lose his shit when he
Was it
sees
a 3-way switch or a 5-way switch? Probably a 3-way, right?
Ooh, 3-way, huh?
Giggity.
The original?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
There we go.
I think it might be a 5-way.
Wait, what?
Damn,
What
that's
was-
too many.
What was the switch out of?
1, 2,
It was
3, 4,
out of a
5.
60s Strat, wasn't it?
Yes. By the way, Mike Neese. Yes, the Frankie guitar is a Mexican made. The Frankenstein replica was made in the USA. That is technically the name of the Frankie. Is the EVH Stripe Series Frankie.
The one
Hey,
from
Caleb.
from
You ready?
From a while ago, from whatever 15 years ago.
Hey now.
The Frankie.
Oh, we got the
Bell.
expert now.
Oh, somebody's got the low volume.
Let's hear it.
Check.
You sound all right.
Don't lie to him.
I don't think
Whoa.
that mic's on
Check.
because you hear there's too much
Tap
echo.
Tap the mic, Caleb.
Oh,
Sounds all
let me
right.
Fix it.
Tap that ass. Tap it. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's your mic. It's on. You got some reverb in there. What do you got?
Oh no, it's a little boomy in here.
Boomy.
Caleb's first mission was to set up the studio at the house. He's living like a reprobate right now.
Are you in the new
Okay.
place, Caleb?
Yeah,
Does it
can't
look
you
like the old
tell?
place?
Awesome. I can't tell. I don't remember where.
I don't remember seeing you on here ever before.
There's no
I don't
kitchen.
remember.
And you are, and this is regarding.
Welcome. I'm John BL. Caleb, welcome to the show. Is that Nerd Halen in the house?
You know,
Yes.
I'm noticing
Hey,
now.
man.
How's it
They
going?
didn't put the big ass drill holes in this like they did the original, huh? Or like he did in the original for,
What
the,
position is your switch in, Caleb?
for the pick guard. Johnny, go back to the real deal Holyfield.
I gotta reshare.
Oh, never mind. Whatever.
Here it is.
Look at those big ass holes.
Oh yeah, his switch is straight up.
Straight
Now,
out
Caleb.
now, tell me, is it gonna be you
Mine's straight.
together? Ow, ow, ow.
It still looks weird with the little whatever you call it, neck adjustment thing in the new ones. That's the only thing that looks weird to the on the brand new ones. Right?
I still think they did an amazing job.
Well, I'm sure obviously they did, yeah.
Hey, Alan.
Oh, chat security in the house. Let's be
Hey,
careful.
Hey,
Make
now.
sure everyone's respectful to Caleb and Nerd Halen.
Dude, I feel like I'm gonna go my entire life without knowing who that is, and it's bothering me.
Can you turn your volume up?
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hey, D.
Check.
It's always
Check.
something with these people.
Hello.
There you go.
Are you sure that mic's on? Because there's so much echo.
How's this?
He's in a new,
Well, the
new
echo is
room
'cause
with
he's in an
nothing on the
empty room.
walls.
Is this better?
Yeah, he's in an empty room with nothing on
He's
the
in
wall.
an empty room. Yeah.
Yes, it's better.
He's
Just
in the
sounds
bathroom.
like you're recording
He's
in a bathroom,
broadcasting
yeah.
from his new bathroom.
So I'm good.
Yeah, you sound
Check.
fine.
Can Caleb not hear us?
Sibilance. Red leather, yellow leather. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
What's up, man? How's the new ad?
It's great.
More room?
Oh yeah, a lot more room. I have my own room now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Before I was in the fucking kitchen.
Well, you do look like you're in a closet, maybe. Like you're.
Oh my
looks
God.
Very, very
wow.
zoomed in there. I don't know.
Judgmental is what you are.
No, it's not
Yeah.
judgmental. I'm just
Wait,
saying,
a
you know.
John BL. Come on.
Oh man,
Coming right
imagine I
after me.
said that.
Coming after me quick.
That wasn't
Wow.
nice.
Chat security, jump on John BL, man.
That's him removed.
Christmas.
All right, all right.
He's after
I
after me
submit.
though.
I
He's
submit.
after me though. Look at
Chat
this.
security, get rid of the host.
Me and Johnny are both in the doghouse right now.
Wow. Well, yeah, congratulations, man.
Show that.
Gotta show
Thank you.
that.
Watch it. There you go.
I'm gonna-
All right,
I'm
I'm backing
I
up.
got a bunch of
Chat security. Chat security is in the house. We got to be
I
careful.
got a bunch of foam wall tiles to put up, so it's gonna be a lot better. And I have a rug coming. So
Oh, for your
What are you gonna name? You gonna name that room like 51 and 52 or something like that?
it's Studio 922.
all about some foam,
Okay.
like
918 VW.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
I got like red
Oh,
and
nice.
and black tiles.
what else is over here?
What's that piece
Like
of gear on the desk there, or whatever you had?
Wrapping
Is
paper.
that a Kemper? No, to your
Oh,
right.
The, road case right there. Yeah, it's a Kemper.
No, on top of it. Yeah,
Oh, a DI box, reamp DI box, and then
that's an impressive piece of gear. What can you show us that? What is that? The the bottom. The
it's a Kemper.
oh, the Kemper. Okay,
And then this is a baby monitor, so I can keep an eye on
well, that's important too. You know,
hey now. Whoa.
ceiling fan.
Oh, I got a fan too.
I only have a couple fans.
Big fan. Big
They're all
fan.
downstairs.
Nelson, give us a shout out over there. Fender Guru is on as well.
Big fan.
Big fan. Big fan.
Big fan.
Hey, we almost
First time, long time listener, first time
You
caller.
shitting me? Hold on, go back up. Let's compare fans. Look at this.
He's got 5 blades to your 4.
Five,
Oh no, you have
Jules
5.
got 5 too.
Oh, that's fine. You have the lighter color. I think if I flip mine, they're the same color as yours. No, maybe. Whatever. I like those. Those.
But here's what I got. I'm gonna put these on the
You
wall.
got French doors back there.
I got a bunch of these.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that'll help with the
cool.
reflection.
Acoustic time.
Yep.
Need
Those look
you're gonna
fun.
you're gonna need a bunch.
Hey, you
Got
don't
a
need
lot,
that.
a lot of echo in there.
Yep. Well, and I got a big rug coming, so it's the floor.
Red and black. That's cool. You gonna do like a stripe pattern over the
No.
walls or something? No.
Just
No.
black.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That would be.
Why would I?
Yeah, that wouldn't make
And
any
it's cool.
sense.
Instead of putting these on the direct wall, I got these huge black poster boards. So I'm gonna put them on that and then hang them or attach these to that and then hang the board so I don't mess up the whole wall.
You got to put them on the door so nobody can see you in there rubbing it out.
Oh God!
Oh god.
Look out! His security is
That
in
is-
there, man.
That
Yeah.
desk is now the masturbation station. So you got to block up the windows there.
You know what?
Oh god.
I don't do that. I
Jay,
don't
have
do
a little. Jay, have a little
Jay.
class. Masturbatorium.
I don't do that either, Caleb.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, there's that study that came out that said that 84% of guys jerk off in the shower. The other 16 sing a song. What's the song?
I don't
I
do it.
jerk
in the
off
shower.
in the shower.
Yeah. Well, at least we know if we can put you what column we put you in.
Yeah. Nah.
That killed with Johnny Beane. Thank you. I'm here all night. Maybe.
Yeah, Jay Hoonan, watch out for chat security. We gotta be careful.
Caleb, I'm sorry.
I wish I knew who that guy was.
It's gonna kill him. Don't ever tell him.
You know what would be great? You know what chat security would be great is if you would clean Jay's fan, because I'm guessing those blades are probably filthy. They're very high up on the ceiling.
They get dirty.
Yeah, I haven't dusted that fucking thing.
Yeah. I run the fans here in Arizona, which tends to be very dusty. I run my fans like nonstop from March until November. And then like in late November, they get shut off. And I'm like, oh my God, they grew a beard.
Yeah. Somebody's walking past. I saw somebody.
What?
I saw somebody in Caleb's.
Somebody just walked by, but it's like frosted, so you can only see like.
Yeah, I bet
like
it is frosted.
That little area you can only see
he's in an office building. He's in
Stay frosty.
Is anybody hearing Paul's mic?
That was the chat security that walked by.
That's right. just checking in on my boss.
So.
Chat security.
Shit. That was my 19-year-old.
He's like, man, he gets no room to do that in.
Hey, Keith. Welcome, man.
Jen,
Chat security says he's going to clean for you, Jay. He
uses that lightly.
Murder Halem.
What's
Caleb, you can tell chat security to work for Jay and clean up for him.
Is that French for shit Halen? What is that?
Murder Halen. There you go. Murd.
I like the proper grammar. If Caleb should ask me to clean for Jay, I will do it by your command.
Caleb, tell
clean. He's gonna ask you to clean for him.
Yeah,
wet work.
He cleans clocks.
It's like when Jeannie's like, "What are you doing up there?" I'm cleaning.
That's what she's like.
I'm waxing the dolphin.
I'm polishing the bishop.
Did you ever bump your baloney?
So can I show you guys something that I got for Christmas yesterday?
Oh,
I don't know.
Did you send it back yet?
It's on its way. Well, you guys already been done seen it. I sent a picture, but
a picture.
Oh yeah, picture. So about 2 months ago or so, maybe month and a half ago, 2 months ago. You guys know that I like to drink rum, you know. So
you could have just said I'm an alcoholic. you were on your way to that. You guys know that I'm an alcoholic.
Oh yeah, Jay. We know.
It's okay, Jay. I'm drinking rum too.
Chat security, get in here.
We think you've had enough. Chat security says you've had enough.
So I've been trying to find the cola spiced rum for a while. Found it on, I forget what website. Brazzers, I think.
Brazzers.
Either way, you stop there for a few minutes.
Rummeisters.
A few minutes.
Tube galore.
So Sammy Hagar posted on his Instagram, he was signing bottles of some, some of his Beach Bar rum, which I like. I purchase it. So
anything left in that bottle?
About 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas, I see another video of him doing the same thing. I think he was signing, I forget how many bottles, 50 bottles, 100 bottles, whatever it was, of the spiced cola rum, So I didn't order any, wasn't expecting it. Jeannie, yesterday, I opened up, a gift for Christmas from Santa, sorry. And it was a box of 3 bottles of the spiced cola rum, which is delicious, by the way. If you get a chance to try it,
signed?
It's really good. So I'm like, as I'm, I open it up and there's obviously the 3 across. So I pull them out and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I'm pumped. So I'm looking, and as I'm saying, Jeannie had no idea that he signed any of them. She just knew that I wanted more. And, so she ordered me a 3-pack of it. So as I'm pulling the third one out, I'm like, man, I wonder if any of these are signed. Third one comes up. Pow!
Whoa!
Signed by the man.
So only one of them was signed?
Yeah.
Is that like a golden ticket kind of thing? Like they're randomly signed? Like
Yeah. Well, I
Is
think
it-
they only throw, you're not going to get a box where there's like all three. Like they're spread out, So because he says something, if you order either a case or a 3-pack, you might have a chance to have one in there. So very cool. So I'm not going to drink this one. I'm going to save this. It's going to be a souvenir. And it's funny because I remember telling you guys,
Uh-oh.
and Jeannie knows,
Careful.
Jeannie knows too that I'm not big on like autographs and stuff like that, but this is neat. This is still.
Well, is it like a silk screen autograph? Is it a real like
No.
Sammy signed it with a pen, or I mean, like not a pen, but like
security.
He
He
wouldn't
signed
be
it with
making
a
a big
paint
deal
pen or
about it if
something?
it wasn't actually signed. That's actually
that's what I'm
signed.
talking about. That's what I'm saying.
wait, go back to Jay's
That's
face.
good stuff.
Jay, make that face again.
Fudge too.
That's the thumbnail.
if you can see. Yeah,
That's awesome, though. Yeah, that's really cool.
it's real.
It's real. That's what I'm saying. Good stuff.
You can see it. John BL, do you believe John Bull? Do you believe that is
Yes.
real?
I can see the flaws in the signature. It looks
Yeah,
real.
where the H is, right up the H, there's a little dropout on the ink.
That's right.
Yes.
It's like a paint pen.
Yeah, it's definitely a paint pen.
So very good.
And that's awesome.
That's great.
So super pumped. And Jeannie was like, wait a minute, what? I was like, you didn't know? She's like, I had no idea. I just knew you wanted more. I'm like, yeah, that's even better.
I need more rum.
So there was no premium price for one that was signed?
Nope.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, chat security. I'll be a little more careful from now on.
That was signed by Sammy Hagar. Sammy Reynolds.
George
Not Sammy
McReynolds,
Davis.
the Frankenstrat does not come with any sort of a gig bag or case.
Nope.
Does not.
And if you ever watched Marco Yankovic's YouTube channel, he goes on like an 8-minute rant about how for the money you pay for that guitar, it should come with a case.
Really?
I think for the money you pay for that guitar, if you get a quality guitar, you still made out well, because by all accounts, by all reviews, the guitar is worth more than EVH is charging for it.
Yes, it definitely is. And
The craftsmanship is high quality.
I understand what he's saying.
I do too.
And I would rather, you guys know this. I've said it before. If you were to tell me, hey, you can get this guitar for what is it, $16.99 street price? You pay that,
like that, yeah.
or you pay an extra $1,800, and you get the case and it ships to you in the case. I would do that in a heartbeat. When I ordered this, I tried to order the case with it, and the gentleman that I ordered it from said, well, from Fender, they don't ship with, like, you'll get the case in like 3 days, and the guitar will be shipped to you when it's made, or when it gets back in stock. So I didn't have the option. So I was like, well, then F the case, I'll get the case later. So I understand what he's saying, but for this guitar, the price that they're selling, and Caleb, you agree with this shit, the price they're selling this thing for, you got no right to complain about. If you're going to order from a store, order the case with it and tell the store to ship it in the case. If it's an issue for you,
I'm still trying to find a case for the Wolfgang that I bought from you, because they're on back order. You can't get them.
The Wolfgang cases. It took me a while to get one too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you one of mine.
There you go.
In exchange for
Yeah, the smile. Yep.
For the right price.
for a nominal fee.
One of those gold bricks.
It's funny. I was talking to you guys know who Philip McKnight is. He lives here in Phoenix.
I heard it.
Who?
Yeah, Phil McKnight. You know Phil.
He sent me a Merry Christmas text yesterday.
Yeah. You've met
That
him. You've
guy.
met him at NAMM and stuff like that. You know Phil.
I had
He's
lunch with him.
He's the
Heard of
Know
that
Your
guy.
Gear guy. And
The
he
what?
has a Know Your Gear. That's his. He's the guy that's been on Guitar Magazine's website and all that stuff. Does the 5 things you know about a Strat, 5 things you know about a Gibson Les Paul.
Are we gonna GoFundMe for Paul's mic or what?
What's wrong with my mic?
It's totally
happened now?
taking a shit.
It's starting to pop.
Thank you, Caleb. Because I mentioned it, he didn't give a shit when I said it. Somebody else has to say it.
Oh man.
Well, you guys are getting on me, so I mean, come on.
It's a $5 part. I've
I
said
hope
it
he
100
comes back.
Is that what
That's all
he
you
needs?
need. That's all you need is that. $5 part.
Well, you send it
Wow.
Keep it analog. Keep it analog until the USB. There you go. Input, output.
Send it to him.
I will. And actually, I was very close to sending him one the other day. I was like, I think Tuesday night, I was listening to it, and I was like,
Just Amazon it to him or whatever.
but it's literally a $5 part. I mean,
He can Amazon it to himself.
Yeah.
And he probably has one.
Don't make it more complicated than you need to make it.
Yeah, he probably has an Amazon warehouse or whatever it is, like within minutes of his house.
That's right.
So
You could get it by tomorrow. You could probably have it by tomorrow.
same day. Yep. Oh, Majestic PB&J Cat said, I wanted to hear the Phil McKnight story. Well, I didn't want to hear it with all the snap, crackle, popping.
Yeah,
I love
that was bad.
Phil always has some good stuff to talk about.
Charlie S says, any issues leaving all my guitars out 24/7?
Outside?
Really... yeah.
I'd advise you not to leave them outside, but
No, this room up here has its own zone.
Climate control.
Yeah, the room up here has its own climate control. So I have it set and everything. And what's funny is like the Ibanez guitars that I have, especially the older ones, they haven't moved, man. It's crazy. I never have to like adjust anything on them. But now it's pretty good up here, you know.
do you adjust how far does the temperature go within your house? You know, with it just
up
a
here
few
in the wintertime, it's 69 when I'm not in the room. 69 dudes. And like 71,
69.
72 when I'm in here. So it's not much of a difference. And it's
I usually turn my temperature down at night, so it's usually 60 at night, and then it's like 67 or 68 during the day.
Damn. How do you really?
Well, I don't. I mean, the room doesn't get to 60 degrees, but it goes down to like 65 probably. I mean, the room keeps the heat in throughout the night.
Man,
but I like it cool. I like it cool when I sleep. So
we have it set to 74 in the house downstairs.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
it's nice, man.
It's usually like 68 to 70 even, and as just a normal daily.
Well, maybe that's why our electric bill is so much in the wintertime. 74.
Oh, I think we lost Paul. What happened?
He's breaking he's smashing his shit.
What? I bet you he's switching a mic. It's literally switching.
He's probably restarting his system.
I gotta find Paul's address. I'll send him one of those units. I'll
Do that
send
again. Hit your bell.
You know that's not the battery, right, Johnny?
Wow,
It can't be the battery.
that's weird.
Because I think even when you first got it, or when you and Jay were comparing them.
Wait,
Tones are
wait. Wait a second. Go hit the light bulb again.
The Discord.
His is higher than mine, and then if you go to the thumbs down, his is lower than mine. That's weird.
It is weird, but I don't think a digital sample gets lower in pitch as the battery dies. That's an old cassette thing. That's like a
one is higher and one is
how's
lower.
this one? How's this one?
It's the same.
That one's the same.
Yeah, it's just the samples were recorded differently in Johnny's. What's the serial, Johnny? What's the serial number on yours? Do you have the serial number?
Oh, mine's dying. Listen, listen.
Compare the serial number here.
It cuts off.
Mine's cutting off now. Here's mine.
Caleb, where's yours?
Mine's in a box.
Lot number.
Oh my God.
233,000.
Look how many I sold. 5,000.
Jay's got the lowest serial number. Well, I don't know.
I
Mine's
think mine's lower.
0134031.
My lot number is like 3 million or 2 million.
Do I have to go find mine? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Caleb. Jay's got 5301, like almost that's as closest to 5150. I wish I had my old one. My old one was probably a lower serial number. Anyway. Who cares? When it comes down to it, really.
Good.
Yeah, just a couple of Johnny's samples are recorded at like a lower pitch. Johnny's probably got first generation or second generation. Who knows?
Mine has like a little
Oh, the little flutter to it.
mine sounds like it's underwater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dane, jump in here, man. Oh, someone just walked by.
Is Beane chat security for Caleb?
Dane, do you want to jump in?
Only
Caleb,
as
fake play a solo.
only as Ace though.
That's right.
Also, we need some more thumbs ups. We got how many watching? We have over 100. Well, we got 97 on YouTube. We only have 39 thumbs ups.
Oh, come
98,
on.
51, 50s. Right here, right here.
No, Mike Neese, I have not played
99.
25K
Numbers
Frankenstein.
going up.
Johnny has.
I have. And
101.
I played one, and it was the most amazing playing guitar I've ever played in my life, ever.
Wow.
It was for doing all this stuff. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Oh, okay. Next time, Dan. 2 weasels.
Keeping you up? Who's falling asleep here? Caleb? Sorry.
It's been a long
Two
week.
weasels. Yeah, it has been a long week. I'll give you that.
It's been a long 2 days.
Did you have a good Christmas, Caleb?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Jay? Johnny?
Yeah.
Good.
Tired.
Yeah, I got some cool stuff from
Any presents? Anybody want to show any new gear? Or
Mike
anything?
Neese. I got some cool stuff from Mike Neese. I showed off last night. Did
What'd
you
you
see
get?
what I got, John? John BL?
I did watch a little of your show from last night. Your solo
Oh,
Friday.
no, not my OnlyFans. Not that one. It wasn't that one. No, I got a Roy Orbison guitar pick.
Ooh.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah, I
Mike.
saw
Mike
That's
Neese.
pretty cool. Yeah,
I got a
Williams.
vintage Van Halen wallet.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
That's a score right
Actually,
there.
Velcro. It's one of those Velcro.
Yeah.
You gotta have the Velcro, man. That's a score right there.
And
Oh, shit.
Oh, the D-Tunas, yeah. Red and black, right?
The cranberry and the black.
for your hardtails.
I've got other Floyds.
I know.
I do have two. Actually, my GMW and my 84 Kramer. Neither one of them have a D-Tuna. So
And what's that on top of Ned's little house over there? You got some egg crates there?
Who thinks Johnny should auction one or have a giveaway for one of those?
who's whispering? Oh, this?
I
Yeah,
never-
that's like egg crates.
Just so
Ooh.
Ned's not too loud. Ned's a little loud when he sleeps in there.
No, actually, he doesn't go in there.
Ooh, I can see down your blouse.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it, but it's cool. I posted a picture of him in front of there today. Paul,
Uh-oh.
Paul, come back.
Paul, we
Texting
can't.
you.
Paul,
It's
we
okay
can't.
if you sound if you have a little. It's okay if you sound a little.
We can't hear
strange.
you.
It's no problem.
You can't hear him?
We can't hear you.
Are you supposed to?
No.
What? Huh?
Wait, there he is.
Who's that?
There he is.
Hey.
Guys, gonna with me now?
It's all good, Paul. It's all good. We just want
We'll
you here.
ignore
We
it.
just- it's okay.
No, is
It's
it
all
is it
okay.
is it still fucked up? Because if it is, I'll switch over to the board.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
What?
Paul, I'm sending you an interface. I'm sending you a
Professional
USB.
radio guy.
Guys, how do I sound?
Just put your address in the chat, Paul.
How's my microphone doing?
The one that does this professionally.
I got Amazon right on my phone. It's all ready to go, Paul. I just need an address, and I'll get you a nice interface for it.
My heater's broken boulevard.
Buy again. I'm gonna buy again, and I'm gonna buy Paul a nice.
You're buying stuff? Oh man.
Yeah, John. Ask me what I need. I could think of something.
I'm
freezing. This is a pressing issue. This is we want Straturday night to be high quality.
It's my entire ass.
Sounds good, Paul. Now you sound great.
Don't lie to him.
No, it sounds all right. A little low. Hello.
How's that? Better? Does that feel better?
Oh, that's it. You found it. You got the right.
Leave it like that, please.
Well, let's all everybody crank their gain up to 100. Yeah.
The funny thing about it is,
Turn the gain down.
Paul's
I know.
on 56K now.
Yeah. The funny thing about it is, this is the only time it fucks up. It's fine in my recording software, and that's all I care about.
Yeah. Well, you're fine. Don't care about the show. We don't need any quality on the show here, So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm the only one that has mic problems.
I'm not the. Hey, I had a problem earlier, so.
Hey, now.
Let's not get into it. You sound great, Paul. You sound fine. Let's just leave it alone. It sounds fine. I'm happy with it. I'm happy. It's my show. I'm happy with it. Well, that's what Johnny tells me. Anyway.
It is your show. The thing is, I think I can control all your mic levels, actually, now that I think about it. Let me see.
Now that you think about it.
Wait. Edit mic settings. Automatically adjust.
John BL.
Okay, John BL.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me go ahead and talk, and I'll edit your mic from here.
How's it sound? Is it like echo, or you gonna put some distortion on me, or how's it?
Keep talking.
Right? I'm talking. I'm still talking. Anyway, hey, look what I got. I got the authentic.
The what?
Gunner's strap for my 78.
Wow. Where'd you get that?
I'll tell you where I got it. You want to know? Here we go. This is where I got it. Joshua DeJong. Is it DeJong? I don't know. The Riggers Depot. If you want a 78 authentic, and it's also the same as the.
Is that a replica or a real one?
It's a real World War II surplus connector. It's like a crazy little cloth thing.
That's a real one.
Yeah,
that's an actual one.
It smells like a 3-in-1 oil. It's got the inspected September 1950. I'm assuming. I don't know what else it says. What's it say?
Here, let's show the real one.
September 50th.
Belt gunners, safety type. February 1943.
Damn.
I don't know if that's real, but that's pretty cool if this is a 1943 strap. But it's got this this saved somebody's life back, 70, 80 years ago. So it fits right into this is what Ed decided to use with his there we go.
Wow. So
yeah, you can check out the Rigger Depot.
That's the actual one right there.
There you go, yeah. Gives you that clank that you want, the Ed clank. There it is. That was part of his sound. There you go. Rigger Depot. World War II era parachute assemblies by Josh.
So wait, that's an actual one then?
It is. This is
does he have more? Does he have more of those?
Yes. He's absolutely willing to help you out and
wait, what's the website? Let's go to the website.
Go for it.
What is it?
It's the Rigger
Is
Depot.
there a number?
The Riggers Depot.
You know him. Call him. Give him a call right now.
I haven't talked to him, but I emailed him, and he's happy to make the EVH replica strap. That's what he does.
Oh, so that's a replica then?
No, it's an actual World War II surplus. He's got the real deal stuff. So,
but you said he makes them. Oh, so he has the parts to make them?
Right. I don't know if he assembled. I actually had to finish the strap myself because the back part of the strap is not. It only goes up here.
Wait, what's going on here? Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? Ed, I'm assuming Ed. Look it. I'm assuming Ed got this out of an army surplus store, and the strap only goes to here, and I put a regular strap on the back part of it.
You know where he probably got that was because him and Alex they would wear jumpsuits while they painted address numbers on curbs. They probably got those jumpsuits from that army surplus store, and that's probably where he got that strap from.
Yeah. It's the whole thing is the clamp.
That scam
the clamp
continues
is like
around here.
the big
What? Wait, what?
Look at you putting 2 and 2 together, Johnny.
No, I used to shop at those places to get jumpsuits. I used to wear jumpsuits as well years ago.
Really? Got any pictures?
But once you get a belly, you don't really look good in them anymore. So I haven't worn one in a while. But let's go to that guy's site, man.
Check it out, man. He's got some. I mean, it's mostly World War II surplus, like parachute stuff or rigging stuff. But there you go, the Rigger Depot.
That's cool. Wait,
and it was on Facebook. Somebody, I just happened to notice it on one of the EVH Facebook sites, and he said, "Get in contact with Joshua De Jong," and I got in touch with him. He got right back to me, and I got the authentic World War II surplus strap. So, hey, I had to, like I said, I had to add the bottom part of it. But
what's the website?
I would say riggerdepot.com, right? I got it. Well, let me get my glasses on.
You're cheating. The Rigger Depot?
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so what would that be? Would that be in parts, or that would be in
I don't know if I could find it on the actual
my glasses.
My glasses.
I don't know if it's actually a listing on the site. It might be a special order, but this guy helped me out. You know, he got.
What is that called? What is that actually called?
It's the EVH strap, EVH guitar strap. Hold on, let me see. What is that? The picture.
What is that? Alan Garber, are you still in here? What is that actually called? That piece.
What the
strap? Clasp.
It's not. That's John. That's not originally a guitar strap.
No, it was a gunner's belt.
Gunner's belt.
It's a gunner's belt. Yeah.
Okay, so
like if they're in a plane or a helicopter, and they get strapped in there so they don't fall out. Oh,
I'll send you the. Here's the one that he put on his website. Here, I'll send it to you.
You just said it wasn't on the site.
No, this is the guy. Whoever was on Facebook that showed that that I found this with. This is what he posted, and he said,
"Is that you? Oh, that's you."
Yeah. It's and it shows you just the strap itself. Like I said, I added the bottom part to it. I added this part, and it's really, just I just kind of. But I got the clasp and the dog hook there, whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. No, and he's fair. It's a good price. It's a reasonable price, and you get the authentic, whatever, World War II surplus, or it says it was made in 43, I think. Date of manufacture, February 43. That's this one. So, yeah, if anybody wants it, on the check out the Rigger Depot. And he had this strap for the Shark and the early with the first Frankie.
For that, yeah, he switched in between the two guitars. That same strap.
That's right. Yeah, and why not? I mean, Because I think he had his early wireless unit. Even back in the 70s, he had his wireless unit, I think.
Yeah,
In
like a
78, didn't he have wireless?
a Nady, like a Nady or something.
One of the earliest ones, yeah. KXM Rock says it's the gunner safety belt with the clasp on one end only. That's what it is. And it's all about the clasp. I mean, the clasp is like they should make.
It's all about the clasp.
It's all about the clasp.
They
should make these as a regular, as my
That clasp
78 falls down there. It's cool. So yeah, that's the story of the 78 clasp, the gunner's belt's clasp, and it's all about the sound. Here, this is what you want. That's you want your guitar to sound like that. Does your Jay and and Caleb, does your Frankie sound like that? Come on, it's supposed to sound like that.
I can't find my my clasp lock set, whatever the hell thing it is.
As a matter of fact,
it smells like 3-in-1. It smells like 3-in-1, which is like the coolest. I mean, it really smells like it's from a machine shop.
Well, when you say it smells like 3-in-1, that could mean different things.
Well, I mean, the 3-in-1 oil that Ed used to use.
Does this sound good, John?
Oh, there you go. You got it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
I got the dog thing.
You got it. There it is. That's it with the shark. 78 era. What year is his? 1950, I'm assuming, or whatever. It says September .50, so but then it says 1943, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
But anyway, it's pronounced D Young. D Young. Who's D Young?
Anyways, you sound like this?
Dennis? That's what you want. Just record that and you got to hit album. This is some technology right here, though. Look at the spring. Like that's
I always thought that looked like a lightsaber, like a real mini. Like it looks like the end of like Luke's lightsaber from Jedi, doesn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. So that's a little bonus for my 78, my homemade 78.
Janice, you saw a mouse? That was last week. Ned brought that mouse in here, huh?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, that was violent. Started pawing at it.
Man.
Yeah.
How'd that end up? Did you clean that up?
Truthfully, Ned ran it back outside. He ran it back outside and then he brought it back in the garage and left it on the floor. I actually took a picture of it on the ground. I was going to send to you guys, but I never did.
Thanks.
I still should I show it? I still have it if you guys want to see it.
Sure.
No, I got plenty of pictures of dead rats. Except they're people.
Oh.
You got to get Western exterminators out there, Johnny.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Western exterminators.
By the way,
I'll take care of that for you.
Today I was going through old DATs and found the David Lee Roth, Your Filthy Little Mouth live album premiere from way back when.
Wow.
Oh,
now you broke it.
And now I broke it. But yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I remember when it was 94. I don't remember where, but this is one of those Tommy Nass things that, premiere the syndicated show. The station that I worked for at the time apparently taped it off the satellite. So I have a pristine digital copy of it that if anybody's looking for the music from it, I would not be uploading to, but I will certainly.
Can't you just go out and buy the CD of Filthy Little Mouth?
No, this is a live. It's a live show.
And so they just said this is a live broadcast of the new David Lee Roth album.
No, they did a live party at a bar, club,
okay.
And Dave and his band played live.
It's even better. Better. Gotcha.
And there's a cup. Yeah, and this is the I think the Joe Holmes, Steve Hunter band.
So Joe Holmes.
Yeah, I think Joe Holmes, not John. Joe.
Okay.
I think it's the Steve Hunter band, and this was back when David Lee Roth was dressed like John Mellencamp. He had the short haircut and the white shirt, the white puffy shirt with the leather vest.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the 08, 07, 08 tour.
Kind of, yeah. This was, but he was still trying to lay it off like it was cool back then. Because you remember, he was that Your Filthy Little Mouth was his experimental record where he did the Willie Nelson cover and the country stuff and the reggae and the dub and all that. Yeah,
was that 90s, like mid 90s?
94. I remember the music video for "She's My Machine."
Yeah,
that was the one tune off that I do.
Yeah, and,
yeah.
You know,
I might have that CD,
but by that point, it was like
it was over.
Yeah. And then after that, he went on Leno, and he was doing a Las Vegas thing.
Yeah, that's when he did the
that?
Mambo Slammers.
There it is. Yeah, Your Filthy Little Mouth. There it is.
Yeah.
Got that in the, I think, $1.99 at Circuit City. Back in whatever.
Did you just grab that out of the trash can?
Jesus.
More or less. I have never listened to it. I don't think I've ever listened to it, but you want the whole liner notes there? Your Filthy Little Mouth. Hey, Dave is a great artist. I don't know if he drew those, but Dave's a great artist. I'll give you that.
It would say 94.
And people think if he would have stayed in Van Halen, they would have lasted through the 90s.
Right.
No way.
No. Sammy was perfect.
Yep.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Sammy Hagar with Van Halen. Right, Dane?
He would have bought it.
Johnny, can we look at some of those 81 pictures that were I don't know if
what?
On Facebook somebody posted 30 or so pictures from the 81 tour.
They did.
You didn't see that?
In my group?
In the 74 to 2020?
Oh, those Super 8s from the Diver Down tour.
Well, really that cool. Too. Which one?
Oh, yeah. The reason I saw that because somebody in that group or another group, they said that their friend was pulled up on stage during that. And so if you watch that, you see a girl get pulled up on stage.
Like Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
Hey, now.
Doing the Carlton for 20 minutes?
That was the Diver Down. Was it Super 8 footage from the Diver Down? From the Hide Your Sheep tour?
What song was that again?
Dancing in the Dark.
What was that?
Oh yeah, the Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, dancing.
It was the second version. The first version, he's like dancing in a studio, and it is hilarious. You can see why they didn't go with it.
You totally wanted to use a word that we can't say on here. I know.
It does not look good. It does not look good. It's out there on YouTube.
Oh, I got to see it. He's doing the dance too, the Carlton.
Oh, he's doing a dance in that video, and you're like, whoa.
The Carlton?
They scrapped it.
The Carlton.
Oh, I don't know if
I'll find it. I'll find
some good pictures from that 81.
What's the Carlton?
What, Johnny? You don't Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I never watched that show.
Oh,
never.
Go
watched
to text somebody, or go into the chat. You know the messenger, and go to our chat and type in. Go to GIF. Send a GIF, and go to Carlton. And there it is. There's a million of them.
Oh, that's the
Carlton rules.
Yeah.
It's actually the Carlton is the Carlton is actually what Alfonso Ribeiro did to expand upon Eddie Murphy's making fun of how white guys danced. because that was the original thing. Was during Eddie Murphy's. I don't know if it was Delirious or Raw. He was like, "Yeah, you ever go to a club and all the white guys, this is how they dance," and it was that move. And then Alfonso Ribeiro took it and made it bigger and something funnier.
Watching y'all dance.
Yeah. Ever see white guys dance? They dance their way over to you.
So Springsteen was doing that, or Courtney
Yes.
Cox was doing the Carlton?
Well, both of them, I guess, but
Yes, they were both doing it at each other on stage.
yeah.
And this is pre-implants Courtney Cox. She still looks like a boy in this video.
Yeah, she looks like a 15-year-old boy. She looks like Elliot from E.T. Bone Home.
Yeah, the two of them were doing. It's like this is. By the way, that video is why rap artists laugh at white people.
What was that?
Jay, watch
84,
when you send it.
85? Yeah.
Jay, I just sent it. Watch.
Look at the hairdo.
Oh yeah, it's awful. How was
Absolutely.
Springsteen cool?
It's horrendous.
I mean, I understand the marathon shows and how great he is live and stuff, but I don't
Honestly,
get the
he-
Springsteen thing at all.
Throughout Born in the
Isolate
USA.
on Jay.
I think that's
Isolate.
The only time it was cool.
Oh my God! The whole time he's just doing that.
Yeah.
Why is there no GIF of this? Because even if he took a minute or a second and a half of it and looped it, it's the same thing. Can I just show it for a split second? Oh, never mind.
You can show it as long as there's no audio, right?
No.
No,
He can't even show it.
no, we got busted for having the Queen in the background.
Really? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Look at that.
He's going crazy now. Wow. That was the video, was that?
That was the original video, and they said nah.
I do love the velvet suspenders.
Yeah.
God.
He looks like John Favreau in Swingers. He's so money and he doesn't even know it.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's
she,
awful.
Oh, she really does look like a boy there.
Yeah.
That's like that.
How did
Man.
Springsteen survive that and Billy Squire was eviscerated for Rock Me Tonight?
Right?
At that time, Billy Squire was like bigger than Springsteen.
Look at those arms, man.
Yeah,
What
Springsteen
song
looks
was
like a
that
guy
video
that should
from?
be guy should be changing your oil.
You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong there. He does look like
Yeah.
somebody. Hey, buddy.
Hey, want
Wilson-
me to tool it up? You can totally see him coming out of the garage wearing that tank top with one of those rags and some grease on his face. Hey, I just want to let you know you need no calipers for your front rotors, man.
I think he did play a mechanic in one of his other videos.
I think
Yeah.
he did, yeah.
I'm
Was
on
it Glory
fire.
Days or On Fire? Yeah.
Remember, there's the whole thing where she's like, "Hey, can you?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." Like trying to act.
The soft-spoken
Yeah,
Bruce
when
Springsteen.
MTV had like acting in their videos sometime. Or,
Here's the thing. Nils Lofgren, who's in the E Street Band, lives here in Phoenix. Nicest guy in the world, but the way he tells the story is when the phone rings and Bruce says it's time to go on tour, everybody shuts down, whatever they're doing. They're like, oh, Bruce called, we got to go. They all literally, he says jump, and they all say how high.
It's like the bat signal.
Yeah, it really is.
You can go to
The
the
Bruce
GIF.
signal.
You can go to the GIF right there.
My buddy Mike is their
like Jagger.
assistant tour manager. And he says it's amazing. He got to sit at the big table. There's literally the big table where Bruce and the select members of the E Street Band get to hang out when they're out on tour. And then there's the other table where the assorted
the
beggars
roadies.
and hangers on.
Paul,
Not just roadies.
Paul, did you switch your mic cable back or something?
Yes, I did. Just to see if it would crackle again.
Oh my God.
It still crackles.
All right.
Crackalacky.
Crackle.
Sybil Shepherd. Remember her?
Yeah.
That was Sybil Shepherd's legs in the I'm on Fire. But really? Wow.
There you go, Johnny.
She had a moment.
A bonement.
Was she the one in Taxi Driver? She was in Taxi Driver, right?
Yeah.
Sybil Shepherd. Yeah. And she
Really?
looked good. She looked good in
Mhm.
Taxi Driver.
Oh.
with
Oh,
Denise.
James, did we ever get back to the Phil McKnight story?
You see, Clarence comes in at the end.
Mm-hmm.
The red
Oh,
suit.
Clemens.
He's probably
The big
standing there
man.
the whole time waiting, going, "Look at this mother! There, look at this."
She must have been hired for that video shoot. Like she was actually an actress for that. It wasn't like obviously it wasn't just pulled out of the audience. She was hired as an actress for that.
Yeah, it was staged.
She was.
Right. I mean, obviously it was staged, but
It was on stage.
Back then, as a kid, I thought, "Oh, it's."
Oh
You know,
yeah, it's like
girl
that's
out-
cool. He pulls a girl out of the audience. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been to a live show where they were filming a video?
I can't
No,
say.
that's
I don't think I have.
Like they filmed, I don't know if it was Turn On the Night. It might have been the Crazy Nights tour for Kiss. They filmed it at the Worcester Centrum. And it's a pain in the ass because they stopped the concert in the middle of the concert and they play the song over the PA and the band mimes to it. And they do it like 4 or 5 times in a row. It takes like an hour. So like the show lasts an extra
That's
hour. But
cool though. I like that. That's really cool though.
what's fun is during the downtime.
I was in New Haven, man. Come on.
When they're resetting up, re-racking the film and everything to do the next take or anything like that. In the middle, Kiss, they would do snippets of songs. So they were jamming like How Many More Times from Zeppelin and like Deep Purple songs and like just jamming out these songs for like 5-10 minutes at a time while they would re-rack the film and
I
stuff.
think
Then they go
Aerosmith
back and
did Angel in Boston or Worcester.
they did let the music do the talking at the Orpheum. I know that.
Well, and then they did the what was that ballad? The
Angel.
I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, I don't know. They did one from the theater and on the MTV Music Awards.
Well, they did it. They did there was a version of Dream On that they did
Dream
with
Why
like the
couldn't I think
Boston
of that?
Symphony Orchestra or something like that.
Yeah.
That was an MTV video.
Right.
But they do that. They play the song multiple times at the concert just to get the live, reaction concert shots and ISOs and all that shit. It's a pain in the ass, but it is kind of cool to be there. And that's where, all these guys like, dude, I was in that video. My cousin claims he was in the Panama video. They shot that in Providence.
I thought it was
In
Philly.
other words, you don't believe your cousin.
No, I don't. I don't.
My cousin claims.
Maybe
Because they filmed a lot of shows in the 1984 tour. So I don't.
I love how everyone wants to know where that one dude with the beard and the glasses is.
The guy that looks like Weird Al.
Yeah, who screams during the Lamborghini.
I have
thing.
And he's got the fist up. He's screaming with his fist up. Yeah, looks like Weird Al.
or the girl with her tongue out. Remember that girl? I gotta find that.
No.
I want to know who the Kenny Loggins look alike in the when they're playing I Can't Drive 55 and Sammy goes up on the rafters and there's that one dude. There's two guys like
He's looking up and he's like,
yeah,
look at the beard. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Focused and right in the middle. And one like younger dude's like, yeah. He's looking, he's pumped, and the other guy,
You know, I got stills of all that, right?
Yeah, we went over that. We went over that still. I remember seeing that like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. We showed that still. Where the guy was completely
It's a matter of
unimpressed.
finding it. Yeah.
Yeah, find
Go
that
back
still.
on our chat. On our chat. Go back. I'm sure it's on the chat.
How about the girl? Is it the girl in Toronto that's wearing what looks like Wonder Woman's bustier, but it's the Van Halen VH?
Oh yeah.
The blonde girl.
And Sammy kind of mocks
Yeah.
her.
The 95 show?
Yeah, the Toronto show in '95, where he sort of rips on her for a while, and then he turns on the house lights, and she's still there.
Yeah, and then and she's like looking around. She's trying to like get all like
because she knows there's a cameras on her.
My big moment.
Well, she had big everything.
She has two big moments.
Yeah,
Big
which makes you wonder if she was a plant, because I remember when. Did anybody go to was it the Load or the Reload tour where the guy fell out of the rigging for Metallica? Do you remember that,
was
Jay?
part of their stage show for a little while.
Cunning stunts, Jesus Christ.
What?
Cunning stunts.
Is it on that?
I think so.
Yeah.
They did that every night. They had
Yeah,
a stunt
it was a
guy
guy.
do it.
Yeah, it was a guy. It was supposed to be a guy in the rigging that was supposed to be falling out, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, he almost fell out." but that was a plant. And what do they call it? It's a Tony Clifton. That's the term for it. A Tony Clifton, the guy that's planted in the audience to heckle and goof on you. Stone Temple Pilots had one. The guy that Scott Weiland threw out about the third of the way through the show to prove that he was cool and cares about his fans. Like third way through the show, it's like don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal. Nobody was squirting water at him.
Nope, and he said it every night.
Yeah, but people buy it.
And that's why they say the US Festival is terrible, because you forgot the words.
What?
Yes. The US Festival was terrible anyway.
Hey, speaking of Weird Al, did anyone see that story he put up the other day?
No.
Weird Al.
He wrote this. I'm going to take a second here if I can. He said, I was 12 years old in the 9th grade, younger than my classmates, and as you may possibly be able to imagine, pretty awkward, shy, and nerdy. And I had a crush on Patrice Y, the girl who sat directly in front of me in math class, because the seats were all arranged in alphabetical order for some arbitrary reason. Of course, Patrice would never in a million years have suspected that I had a crush on her, because like I explained, painfully
Where's this
shy.
going? Sounds like a
But
penthouse.
one day I decided I would make my big move. I decided to draw a picture of her and present her with it. But because I didn't want her to give her the impression that I liked her or anything, I also drew pictures of every single person in the class and handed those out as well, just to throw her off the scent. Full disclosure, I tried to make Patrice's picture a little bit better than everybody else's, just so to be subtle about my feelings. Anyway, everybody seemed to like their drawings, and as you may have predicted, my love life remained completely dormant for the next several years. Okay, fast forward nearly a half century later. I'm checking my Twitter feed, and I see some woman on there talking about how she used to sit in front of me during 9th grade math class. Being slightly less shy at my current advanced age, I decided to follow up on this. I DM'd her and asked her if by any chance her name was Patrice. Turns out it was her.
I divorced my wife instantly.
I then followed up asking her, hey, by any chance, do you happen to remember that one time I drew pictures of everybody in class? A minute later, she sent me this photo. She had saved it all these years. I just felt like telling the story because, well, 2020 was arguably a pretty sucky year overall. But there were some real moments of joy sprinkled in here and there. And for me, this was definitely one of them. And then he posted the picture. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
He is Weird Al is a super cool dude
and super talented.
Yep.
Yeah.
He drew that at 12.
That's crazy.
That's amazing. She kept it, dude. That is the coolest thing ever.
And there he is.
There he is. Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
Let's get him on the show. We need that guy and the dreams and stuff guy.
Yep.
The dreams and stuff guys.
Yeah, it's just like I'm a senior now.
I'm a senior now.
We're talking a lot about dreams and stuff. How about that chick with?
I don't think that kid would ever identify himself anywhere. He'd be like, Jesus.
Man, we're looking for you, buddy. Tell us where you're at.
Everybody at his school just razzed him the whole year.
He had to move.
Did you say that was San Diego?
Yeah.
I guarantee that guy had to move. I'm sure he had wedgies for the rest of his high school career.
He went back to school after it aired. Hey, this guy's a senior.
This guy's a senior, and he's like really got dreams and stuff.
Dreams and stuff.
It's really into that stuff. Yeah. Talking about dreams,
with the perfectly feathered parted hair.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 86, baby.
Yep.
And the little bit of a mullet, which, by the way, the mullet that should be we all have to blame our mothers for the mullet
I gotta
because
send you guys this picture. Just check.
we all wanted to grow our hair long back then, but your mom was like, no, it has to be a neat boy's haircut. So you would grow the back of it as long as you could and then tuck it in your collar behind it so she wouldn't see how long it got, thus the mullet. It should be renamed the mommet.
My dad wouldn't let me have long hair. I wasn't allowed to have a goatee until I was 18.
Wow. That's
Yep.
Not until you're
really
18.
nice.
When you're a senior in high school and you've got dreams and stuff, playing football between your last season game and the Thanksgiving game, there's like a 2-week period. So all the seniors, to prove they're men, don't shave. So you see all these guys with like these little tiny little peach fuzz mustaches and little tufts of hair and stuff on their jaw. For some reason, it was senior no shave time.
You had the little flip in the back, feathered on top.
Yeah.
And then
you flip it. Yeah. Well, Caleb and I are old enough to remember the rat tail.
I had one.
The braided
I had a rat
tail.
tail for a week
Did
or
you?
so.
It wasn't braided. I just had
you had to braid it like Johnny Slash on Square Pegs.
or like Getty or
Square
Neil
Pegs.
Peart,
Wow. With
wow.
what's her name? Who was on Square Pegs?
Jamie Gertz was on Square Pegs.
Gertz.
No. Well, wasn't it
Sarah Jessica Parker.
in the
Sarah
city?
Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker. That was her
Sex
first
and the
show.
City.
It was her and I forget who the other chick was. I don't think it was Wendy Jo Sperber.
Wasn't that Canadian TV? Like
What Square Pegs? No,
yeah,
Square
wasn't
Pegs
it?
was like on CBS.
What am I?
Yeah.
What was the one? The Canadian show with not you can't do that on television.
Shorts?
What was it?
Salute Your Shorts or something?
No, oh man, it was like a high school drama or like a it was on in the 80s. I can't remember it. Somebody knows in the chat.
Jumpy out.
Like
I'll be right back.
I don't know. Someone will figure it out.
Yeah, the rat
Canadian,
tail was a
high
thing for a
school
while. That was the other excuse for trying to be able to draw your. I forget the McKnight story, Dane. It was
Oh man.
a while back.
I did the lines on the side of my hair.
Oh, the zebra stripes.
Yeah. And my dad was on a business trip and he came home. He was like,
Degrassi Junior High. Thank you, James Gunn.
pissed at my mom.
Thank you, Hip Metal Works. Thank you.
Don't mind that I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
don't worry about it. Jay
Well,
wasn't telling a story.
This
or
was a
anything.
previous topic, so we're just getting back to it, and
was
Jay
really-
can move on. Go for
Yeah,
it, Jay.
sorry.
It's all you.
Jake, continue telling the story about how your father beat you with the belt for your bad haircut.
Belt. Not that time. I only got it when I disrespected and talked back, which,
Yeah, we know.
Don't talk back.
I never had. My old man never needed to use a belt because he had a fist the size of a sledgehammer. So it's like all he had to do was give you the knuckles across the back of the head, and you were like, Jesus, concussion.
yeah, I know. It's funny because things are different nowadays. Like I would never. I mean, obviously, Ellie. I wouldn't be able to do that to my little girl. But things are different nowadays, and I know, like growing up, and it's crazy because it's not like my dad used to go crazy or anything. But whenever I would literally disrespect or talk back to my mother, that's when I would get it. And it's not like he'd like whoop me or anything. It was more like a scare tactic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'd
the
hear
the threat of the beating is way worse than the actual beating.
Oh yeah, God. And to this day, like me and my father are like best friends. I mean, we talk, every couple of days on the phone, for a while. Whenever we see we have a great relationship. So it's not like I hate my dad or anything. I love my dad. So
He raised you right.
yeah,
That's
even now,
down,
I see him get mad at something, I get scared. I'm like,
little discipline goes a long way. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
and I told you, I respect my parents to the fullest. So whatever they did worked.
That's right.
But
My parents were a friggin' nightmare, but they were awesome. They got all the right things right. Like I learned what not to do to women by watching my father, and I learned that alcohol is a bad thing for a bipolar woman to be drinking, and all this weird nonsensical shit. But they're my parents, and I love them for what they did. So,
and you turned out all right.
Yeah, I did all right. I've never been arrested except for once with that, but that was because I was drinking with Zach Wild.
the thing that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, it wasn't even for anything bad. It was because I had an expired plate sticker. I got arrested for that.
That's what they get you for.
Because here's the thing. It wasn't that sticker. I had an expired plate sticker in the early 90s in Massachusetts. My plate ran out. My car was registered in New Hampshire at my parents' house because it was cheaper. And the plate sticker ran out on like Memorial Day weekend. And of course, none of the inspection stations were open. So I got caught on a Saturday. I had to wait through till Monday to go get the car inspected. So the car got impounded for 2 days, and I went and I paid the fine and everything, got the car back on Monday, got it inspected. Long story short, there was a bench warrant issued because apparently you have to go to court for that. Oh. And they didn't tell me that. They didn't say that there was a fine and you had to go to court.
I didn't know.
And the cop, I'm sure didn't want to hear that shit.
No. So I didn't know that there was a bench warrant. The fun fact was I moved out of Massachusetts in 1995, went from Massachusetts to Tennessee to Louisiana, Ohio, California, and then back to Massachusetts, and that's when I got arrested. I had my license in 5 other states, and nobody ever told me that my license was suspended or anything was like that. But then on the way home from hanging out and drinking with one Zachary Wild, I was exceeding the posted speed limit and got pulled over on Storrow Drive by a state trooper doing 70 and a 40.
Oh, you can't do that on Storrow Drive. No.
Right. Well, I know that now. But when they pulled me over, I was like, all right, well, I've clearly had a couple. I should start practicing my alphabet backwards just in case. I wasn't drunk.
ZYXUDVW.
Yeah. You learn it, you know. So I'm going through that in my head. I'm like, well, he's not going to do anything. He asked my license and registration, but while I'm sitting there, a second police cruiser pulls up and boxes me in from the front. And I'm like, shit.
Now you know you're fucked.
I go, shit. So he comes up, he goes, step out of the vehicle, please. I go, may I ask what for? He goes, you know what for. No, I don't. Boom, I'm up against the truck.
Because you're
cuffed. And I'm cuffed. And the next thing, and that's what they didn't get me for any of that.
Yeah.
They throw me in the back of the police car, bring me to the barracks, and the cop's going through my wallet. And he's like, it was funny. He goes, you have a lot of credit cards. I go, what are you, my dad? Like he was going through it looking for like drugs or whatever, you know, ID and all that stuff to make sure I didn't give him a fake name. But it was just the most judgmental thing. They had me cuffed to the bench. They didn't even put me in the cell because it's like 3:30 in the morning. They had me cuffed to the bench. And basically I bailed myself out. Then I had to go to the court and all that stuff. But I didn't realize that if you get pulled over for an expired plate sticker, that you have to go to court, which sucks. So that's the only arrest that I ever had. My parents did a good job. I knew if I came home in the back of a police cruiser, I would have got the belt.
One of my favorite beating stories that I ever had, that I remember, is I lived. It was in New Jersey, and I was either 10 or 11. I must have been because I lived there for 2 years. I was
watching the Bruce Springsteen video.
Yeah. So I had stuff my room was a mess though. I had a bunch of stuff just everywhere in the house. And my mom was telling me to clean up, you know? So next thing you know, I'm talking back to her and she starts like picking my stuff up and she has my wiffle ball bat. So next thing you know, she tries to I'm talking back to her and I'm being, a little jerk.
Why would you do that? Why would you talk back to your mom, man?
Oh, God, 10, 11 years old. I think I thought I knew everything,
Yeah.
So she tries to give a little swat to my leg, So
with the bat?
I catch the bat and I pull it from her.
Oh boy.
Yeah, from that, I knew I was dead.
Yeah.
When my dad got home from work, he came in my bedroom. And this is the type of stuff where I go in my room, I'm almost like waiting for like Iron Maiden, what the hell is it? Hallowed be thy name, You see the headlights pull in. I'm dead.
Yep.
My dad talking to me. He's like, yeah, Jason, if your mother ever tries to hit you, you let her hit you. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Isn't that like, that's self-defense, So I got a little spanking and everything was good to go. But
that's the worst thing. If my mom would hit you with the slipper, she would take the slipper off and because she didn't want to hurt her hand. Because you get to be 13, 14 years old, you're playing football, you're wrestling, suddenly she's hitting you and hurting herself. So she would take the slipper and sting you with the slipper. Well, I learned quick, if you just took the sting with the slipper, then you got like 1 or 2 shots. God help you if you put your hands up to defend yourself. Then she would go around you.
Yeah.
Then she became Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my parents' 59th anniversary today. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for them.
Wow.
They bucked the odds.
Sick.
That's awesome.
59.
59, dudes.
Oh,
Crazy.
Great.
I just remember that picture of your dad with the gun and he's got his finger on the trigger. And I was like, tell your old man to get his booger hook off the bang switch.
Booger hook.
Right. He responded.
Yeah, I responded. I was like, thank you, Mr. Rappaport. Kind of like when I found out Jay's mother-in-law was watching. I'm like, oh my God, I've been swearing for like an hour.
Dude, she's cool, man. She's cool.
I'm still like that. At 52, I'm still respectful to people's parents. So my parents must have done something right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
AXM Rock says the pre-beating is terrifying. It's true because there were numerous times where I'd hear the phone call, my mom calling my dad at work.
Oh yeah.
And next thing you know, your father wants to talk to you. And I'm like, oh no. Jason, you wait till I get home. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead. Just sitting there waiting.
Was it when he called you Jason, like the full name? Was that he knew he was serious? Like me, Jonathan, you're in trouble.
My parents told me Jay. My parents.
Mine was if I got my middle name. If my mom used my middle name, which is Francis.
Francis.
So if I heard, like, if I was in the other room and I heard Paul Francis, I'm like,
oh no.
Neanderthal Francis.
Yeah, if she pulls the middle name out, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was Hey You.
Hey You.
Child number 4.
Yeah. I would like to talk to you about. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. 5 children.
Yes, Santa Cruz. My dad's 83, my mom's 79.
That's awesome.
Thank you for letting Caleb be aware of that.
And your father brought you into this world, and he
just so you know, Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents' 50th anniversary was a month ago. So
yours was?
My parents' 50th, not mine.
No, that's what I meant. Your parents.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They were 50th anniversary.
Jay, are your parents still together?
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny?
I never knew my parents.
Oh,
Johnny.
Answer the question.
I have no idea.
Is that for real?
Johnny
were you adopted, Johnny?
Johnny was just placed on this planet. He has no idea how he got here.
I was just placed in front of this camera.
That gives me a lot more respect for you if you didn't even know your parents. I mean,
you didn't respect them before?
That's like humble beginnings. Humble beginnings. Well, I mean,
wow.
I respected him this much.
Right
like,
there.
Wow. I mean, like, I really expect him. Not expect him. Respect. Mad respect, Johnny. Mad respect.
What is that? That's the white
Finally
guy doing this.
Finally.
Respect.
That's almost as white as this.
I showed up with ET. Yeah.
Mad respect.
Extra testicle.
Mad respect.
Not sad respect. Mad respect.
All you gotta do is give me one of these.
Wait a minute.
What time is it? It's 2:19. All right. We're doing
11:19. And we have pictures to
something.
show and stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about some I wanted to talk about the 74 stuff and then the
Can I
81
show one
stuff
more
that was-
Christmas gift that
Please,
got?
please, Jay. We're expecting that.
I showed all mine already.
I guess my main gift was supposed to be here today. It was going to be late, and it
That's
didn't
the
come.
mail.
And Jeannie's pissed, but she got me
She probably
something.
ordered it in July.
Yeah.
The new album came out today.
7 strings.
So she got me something because I'm always saying how like I have guitar picks all over my desk. I pull them out of the little baggie, you know what I mean?
Big.
And she got me a full 72 pack.
Oh man.
So she got me a little, and you guys are gonna like this.
Oh, cool.
A little
Whoa.
custom made.
Pick holder?
And check this out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonderful. That's really cool.
Oh man.
So weird to read that.
I know. It's
When
not
I
gonna
read
focus
shit
on
like
us.
that, I get.
There it is.
TNJDesignsOnline.com.
I tell you guys, I had a dream that it was a fake. That Eddie faked his death just to go away.
Oh.
No, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. That was a dream. I woke up and I found out the whole thing was like it wasn't real.
So you have, I guess Jeannie said you have options. There was a little dust on there or something. There's options like you can get a different style guitar. So she chose the Wolfgang style, but obviously it can't be exact.
Looks great.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Shaped
is
like
cool.
the little thing inside, shaped like a pick. So
Would that run, if I might ask?
I'll ask her. Hey, how much
slow.
that gift you got me cost?
Would it run really slow?
I'll ask her. All right. I'll
you ask
slide through her DMs.
I got a message from your friend Caleb today. He wanted to know how much it cost. All he messaged me with was how much.
Whoa.
John ZD 3551. 351. It's okay. Watch it on the delay. That's no big deal. A lot of people do that.
What?
Whatever.
Huh? His comments
John
are 10 minutes.
ZD 351. New viewer. I think he's a new viewer.
John, yeah, you can hit the live button on YouTube. There's a live.
Yeah, come live with us.
Everybody,
Yeah.
click your live button right now and make sure you're up to date.
Of course,
with
he'll
what
hear
we're
that
saying.
in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
you're gonna
that's
feel
right.
like you're gonna
In the
miss some of
chat, somebody tell Johnny ZD to click live. Because I'm too busy. I can't do that right now.
Yeah, your hands are somewhere else.
Yeah, you're too busy mustering up more respect for Johnny Beane.
Mad respect. Something like I don't know. Wasn't that something people did? Like
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Mad
No,
respect.
pain-
Mad
painful.
props.
Yo, mad props, mad love, yo.
That's it.
Yo.
We just
He's my
completely
boy.
cornball this show right now. I gotta get a drink. I'll be right
Johnny,
back.
show some pictures. What do you got there? Let's see what you got.
Did you guys see the picture of me and Santa?
Yes.
Did see that? Little
I
creepy.
saw it. I don't know if the audience saw
You
it.
saw that one?
Seen it. I seen it.
I seen it.
I
done
think
seen it.
I think this is from 91. I think
Johnny Beane.
me and Santa
Wow,
Claus.
with hair,
That's your-
with a lot of hair. Is that the real Santa Claus?
That was when he was going through his Pearl Jam phase.
Right.
Somebody else said that. Somebody said that I look like I could have been in a band like Pearl Jam.
That smile is a little evil. I don't know. It's a little
It's a fake
kind of
smile.
like it's a fake
It's a
smile.
fake
yeah.
smile.
It's a fake smile.
It's a fake smile.
But mad
So,
props
yeah.
for the hair, man. That's good hair. Wish I had that.
Thank you. Yeah, everybody's saying, Johnny, you should grow that back. And I'm like, I wish I could. It'd be weird though. All of a sudden, to have hair like that again. You know.
Apparently, you look like Janice Lala's ex.
What's funny?
Is she saying that? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny, Johnny, is I cut all my hair off in 1991 to get a job in radio, no less, and haven't cut it since. I mean the ends and everything, but
I know, Paul. You can pull it off right now nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only
Yeah.
one of us.
But you've had that same hair. I mean,
yes, my whole life it's been my hair.
Oh, chat security is on me. Sorry about that. My bad.
hey, Magic Jones, good to see you. Yeah, so anyway, that's my annual Christmas picture
Pauly Shore.
that I show.
Isn't he making a comeback, Pauly Shore?
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's been on a few talk shows recently.
He's got his own show. He's got his own talk show.
He doesn't need to
Pauly.
come back. He's got Comedy Store money.
That's right. His
Well, eventually, when they open the
family
fucking
owned-
Comedy Store
family
back up.
owned that. Should have sold it a year ago.
Man. Damn. Okay, so I've got a few more pictures to show.
Let's
You
see
guys
what
have seen some of these. Here's one. This one started making the rounds a week ago? Did we show this last week? I don't think we did.
Oh yeah,
Did we show
I
that?
saw that.
daytime dragon guitar picture. Not too many of those.
79, right? That looks like 79.
Look at
Yeah.
how teased up Eddie's hair is. That is teased. That's straight
One
up.
of the
That
It's the Texas Bowl.
Wow.
That's the
Text-
best hair ever.
79.
yeah, that hair right there is the template for every 80s Sunset Strip band. Right
Was
there.
that the original Frankie neck? Because it's the CBS style neck. It's the fat head.
Yeah, that's his original neck from the original that guitar that you're holding right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
This is not original. This is
No.
fake. Very fake.
Obviously.
I
Fake.
won't say.
Obviously, that's fake.
Totally
Obviously.
fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. The snake guitar, which is one of the rarer early EVH. I wonder if if they'll ever make a copy of that.
Eddie looking very Randy Rhodes-ish in that picture.
Look
Everything
at
except for the
the PA. Look
guitar.
at the monitors behind him. That's like a 1960s style PA.
Side fills
Side fills, yeah.
like KAY PA systems.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And that strap was the strap. What was that strap? It looked like one of the almost like this one. But
I
it's
think
not.
that's the other end of that strap that you.
You may have it on backwards for that.
Yeah, that's the other. Now you know what that other end of that strap should look like.
Look at how excited Johnny Beane just got.
I think, yeah, because we're making connections here. Yeah, I think that's the opposite end of that.
Wow.
Yeah, mine's not.
Johnny
But-
exclusive.
It's got the right connector, the right.
We have
clasp.
breaking news on the Johnny Beane Show.
Look at that claw. Mad claw.
I really like that.
Right.
Yeah, that would make sense, right? So yeah, let's see the end of that. Let's see up until like the actual part, and then where you added the extra. Is that what it looks? Is
This
that
right here?
no,
you mean?
the other side? The other side. The other side.
No, the other side is just the.
Yeah, no, but up until where you added your piece.
I just did
Yeah.
some
Does that look?
ties.
Did it look like this?
Sort of.
You see that?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's the same color. Looks like it's. I don't know. Who knows? Ed was a little unique with his straps, so I don't know. It does look like. Who knows which strap that was? But the headstock looks like the original Frankie headstock. That's black and white 78 Frankie. Anybody think they'll make the snake guitar?
No.
That'd be I don't know, I don't think EVH will make that. That's a lot of work, to say the least.
A lot of work, and not a lot of people know about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't sell a lot. Just to give you an idea of what, I mean, look at the Circles guitar. That thing didn't sell a lot and it went away.
I had one of those.
I'd still want one of those. I like them.
Johnny, show
it.
the pictures I put up for the 74 party, the Pasadena. I don't know.
I love how many people wanted to hear sound and they don't realize what Super 8 was.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just the visuals of that. I mean, to see, Ed, maybe 5 seconds of Ed playing his Les Paul, but think about the context of that film. Johnny can show the picture of that place on, what was it, Huntington and something. I can't think of what.
Caleb, looking at that Super 8 film is like watching scrambled porn. You're like, it's
a taste. It's a really little taste, just a little taste of what could have been.
The whole thing is a tease.
But I mean, think about 1,500 people. I mean, the police quoted 1,500 people were at that party. Can you? And they stopped by the house earlier in the night, and there was 500 people. Can you imagine just a party in 2020 with 500 people? I mean, that's insanity. They shut it down immediately.
Wasn't one of those going on up in the Hollywood Hills for a while, Caleb? Weren't people renting out their houses?
Well, I mean, maybe it's a regular thing in Pasadena, but my God, I can't imagine that around here, Do you have the picture?
Oh my gosh, look at that freeway.
Yeah,
I mean, it was on the corner of a freeway. And
look at all the cracks in that freeway. Oh my God.
Show some of those pictures, because that was kind of. I mean, I looked it up on Google Earth, and it. I could only assume. I highlighted the area of that address that could have had, like, the backyard party. Yeah. So, you've got like the reservoir on the left.
Look at that freeway.
The freeway on the front, and then the pool. So behind the pool, there's a little area that I kind of try. It's like a little triangle where I assume, because it said it was a ranch house on Madre and Huntington. It's a ranch house on Madre and Huntington, with a kind of a big backyard. The backyard was probably the size of, I think I measured it on Google Earth, and it was like 200 feet by 100 feet. So smaller than a football field, but you could certainly fit 1,000 people in there if you wanted to.
Man.
So, I mean, that's a legend. And there was I don't know if I posted a picture of the house itself. I'll see if I can share a picture of the house. It's a ranch. Renoff described it as a ranch house with let me see if I can find the picture. There's an actual picture of the house, if I can find it.
Man, well, that's really nerdy.
It is nerdy, but yeah. What do you want? There it is. So I'll send this to you. If I can. Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, go over to the Van Halen news desk and you'll see the latest news there. You'll see it's like a minute-long Super 8 video of Van Halen from November 9th, 74, was it?
Yeah, November 9th. Yeah, I mean, Zapruder film. That's it. I mean, it was worse than the Zapruder film. I tried to enhance it.
Well, no, it's not worse than the Zapruder film. Come on, John.
Well, the Zapruder film was shot in broad daylight. This one was shot in nighttime. There's the house. Apparently, I'm sure Renoff knows that he described it as a ranch house in Pasadena at the corner of Huntington and Madre, and that's it. So it's still there, and that's a legendary house. Have to go check that out someday. Somebody go out and check the backyard there. But yeah, that's the nerd. That's the nerd stuff that we love, man. Come on. Can you imagine? I mean, it's just the thought of 1,500 people at a little Pasadena backyard. I mean, it's just insane. Those are the legends that we heard. What'd you say? Speak for yourself. Nerd Halen gets it every night, but what do you want?
Speaking of the Van Halen news desk, yeah,
This is the self-promotional portion of the show.
Nerd Halen.
Brought to you by Nerd Halen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like the Brady Bunch house. There you go. Jim Nichols.
pretty cool.
We've already moved on to the self-promotional portion of the show, John.
All right, that's my whole thing. I think that's. I mean, I wish I could. If I, time machine. If I could add a time machine, Pasadena '74, November 9th, that would be an amazing place to go. That's all I'm saying.
Speaking,
Caleb, you're on. It's all you.
The floor recognizes the senator from Santa Monica, new home, Caleb Rappaport.
I declare that this address is much more important in Van Halen history. Caleb went to the Van Halen house, Pasadena.
yes.
And
What a night that was. What a day.
And the liquor store, the
Thursday
the
at
concrete.
5 p.m.
You should go over to this house another Thursday at 8:00.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, check.
Climb over
I
the
don't know
fence. Find the
what's
backyard.
address? The address might be on that.
Yeah,
Caleb.
I'll go
It's
find
equally
that.
important. Equally important,
Go
Hey,
find
Caleb?
that home in Pasadena.
Home.
Hey, Caleb,
See what the tone is like in the backyard.
we're not going to have time to tell the Phil McKnight story tonight. So what's going on at the Van Halen news desk?
Oh, they just ran a story on our video, so it was nice.
You have a video?
Yes,
What are you talking about?
yes. There's a video for our song "Santa Claus is Coming to Town."
You wrote that song?
I didn't write it. We did a version of Springsteen. Okay, a band.
Did anybody do this?
With Courtney Cox? Was she in the video?
Courtney Cox. What?
Courtney
No.
Cox. Courtney's.
I could totally see Hal going, "Hey, Caleb, you had a good
Dancing.
Christmas? Come on over here. Santa coming to town."
Go get your new guitar, baby.
I could totally see Hal doing that.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Nice to get a little run, bump up our views and our
Can we
subs.
show the news desk exclusive?
Oh,
I don't know if
what?
you can share that.
Yeah, we're only like 100 and something away from 1,000 subs. So anybody out there on the show watching who's not a subscriber to the Nerd Halen YouTube channel, please
Who watching could not be a subscriber? I mean, we've got what? Who's watching?
I don't
I
know.
see like 85 watching right now. I think they're all subscribers. I hope they are. If not, subscribe to Johnny Beane and Nerd Halen and everybody else.
And John Biel.
No, don't subscribe to me.
And the rest.
Phil McKnight.
And Jay.
Renus really wants to know what happened to Phil McKnight.
I don't remember the story. I don't know what we were talking about. I know I set it up and then somebody bitched about my microphone and I was like, all right, whatever.
You sound really good, Paul. Right now, let me tell you, you sound great.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
You sound awesome, man.
Yeah.
Always broadcast.
Now you're being patronizing.
No, we're serious.
All right.
Always use that interface, whatever you're using.
Yeah, I'll do that here for this.
Man, I almost botched everything up.
Jay's
Uh-oh.
back.
You Munsoned it.
So
What did you almost Munson?
you guys know that part of my early Christmas present this year was that Petrucci.
Somebody's walking
Music
by
band.
Caleb's window.
So part of it was used, or part of it I paid for, or we paid for outright, but the other part, more than half, I took out a Sweetwater card because they have a special going, 48 months, 0 interest. So I'm like, shit, are you kidding me? 4 years to pay off a fucking guitar? All right, Well, today, the 27th, the 27th is the due date for the first payment. I almost missed the first payment. I would have. It's like 28% interest or some shit. I've been paying like $5,000 for this fucking guitar.
Oh my goodness.
That is getting returned, mind you. Well, they're sending me out a replacement, but still. Man, almost cocked it up.
Dang.
I'll be honest. If I would have missed the payment, I would have returned the guitar.
Oh.
You know?
Apparently, Haven Gillespie and J. Fred Coots wrote Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Good to know, Mike Neese. Thank you.
Magnate.
Just so Caleb knows that that's who wrote the hit from Nerd Halen.
Nerd Halen security in on there. There's Phil McKnight.
Hey now.
Yeah, he mentioned that you gave him a pick. That was part of, I think, the beginning of the story. I forget the rest of it.
Really? That's not jogging it?
Nerd Halen.
Like usually if somebody's telling a story and then they get sidetracked and like, oh man, I forgot.
I don't remember. We were talking about something else, and it was Philip was tangential to the actual story.
Was what?
The original Nerd Halen pick.
Tangential? What does that mean?
Loosely affiliated from the outside.
Pardon my
That's it.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Oh, look at that. The one, yeah, the one that Jay's holding, the big heavy one, is the first pick I ever had made.
This is heavy,
What?
man.
This one?
Yeah. God, I was so disappointed when I was like, oh, that's what a thick pick feels like.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
Guitar.
Pick. He said pick, not prick.
Oh, hey now.
Oh.
Well, there goes our family rating.
I
Oh shit.
like the thicker one.
Oh, now it's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
Nerd Halen.
Good hell.
Ugh.
Nerd Halen goes on for another 5 minutes.
That's the best impersonation I've ever heard of that voice.
Be amazed at how overinsured the life of Rory B. Bellows is.
That's great, man.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny because people go, "Do you do impressions?" I'm like, "No."
Johnny, put up some of those 81 shots. Those
John Biel could get two shits. Good.
I'm like, move on. Let's move on.
I want to hear more Krusty.
I know,
man.
me too.
Funny.
Of course you do.
Can you say my name? Can I record
John.
you doing for my answering as Krusty?
For a nominal fee.
Hi, you reached Johnny Beane.
I just like listening to Johnny Bean wheeze. I can't wait till he wheezes until he passes out from lack of oxygen.
It's the flat tire laugh.
It's Precious Pup. It's Johnny Bean as Precious Pup.
There it is.
Now do Wiggum. Wiggum's like that. I don't know.
Chief
I can't
Chief
do-
Wiggum.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's the same guy, obviously.
Was that Dan Castellaneta?
And Mo too, right?
Huh?
Mo,
Mo.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Mo's-
that
Mo's
was Mo.
Gavin
was
Mo. Do Mo.
Mo is
what's his name?
What's
Hank
Mo?
Azaria?
Hank Azaria, yeah.
Do Mo's Tavern Mo speaking. Just give me that.
Mo.
I got to think about it. I haven't heard it in so long. I don't remember it. Mo's Tavern, Mo speaking. Something like that. Close to it.
John can do
It's
it.
a little higher.
Was
John
it,
do Mo?
Mo.
No. What's who's calling? What was the prank call?
Jock Strat.
Maya butt reeks.
Yeah.
Maya.
Homosexual.
Has anybody seen Maya Butt?
Now it's like Mo's Tavern
Flamin'
Mo.
Mo's.
Like goes like
Most
that.
tavern,
Right?
most speaking. Yeah.
Most tavern, most speak.
Yeah, most having Mo speaking.
Mo, flaming Mo.
Home of the
Flaming
flaming Mo.
Flaming Homer. What was it? Was it like grape Dimetap, right? Or grape cough?
It was
secret
cough
ingredient,
medicine.
right?
Yeah, Dimetap, or yeah, something like that. Or
I just remember when Homer
Nyquil.
Homer had to go to church. But Marge, Night Boat is on tonight.
That's pretty good.
That's a
crime,
good.
Yes,
Homer.
the crime solving boat.
Right.
Night Boat. Oh, with Marge. Don't. Yeah, this would have been great 15 years ago. I probably could have made a fortune doing voiceovers then.
This would have been great 15 minutes ago, man. Yeah, now do Wiggum.
I don't know
Amanda
all the
hugging kiss.
Yeah. I'm looking for Amanda hug and kiss. Amanda hug and kiss.
Oh,
Get my hands on you.
who was the drunk guy at the?
Oh yeah, Mo.
Barney, yeah.
Barney, yeah.
Oh man.
Shit, if I thought I could, you know what? When they were having the voiceover, the actors, they were all like holding out for more money. I should have sent my tape in. I'm like, I'll do it for a third of what they're getting.
Yeah,
Right?
and I'll do all of them.
Back in the,
I'll do
in the
all of them,
90s.
yeah.
and-
I'll do the whole fucking cast.
Oh, I'm friends with a comedian who does voices for some of those shows like Family Guy and stuff. And he I've told him, I'm like, my impressions are not me doing an impression. They're my impression of you doing the impression.
Sex Cauldron. I thought they closed that down years ago. The Sex Cauldron.
That's great. Santa Cruz 3600, Johnny DeLuise. Louise. What's up, Wheezy?
Some reason it's not letting me show the hidden message. I can't. Like I'm logged in, but I can't. It says error. Try again.
Yeah, I
John
got
Z.
that before when
ZD.
somebody used the see you next Tuesday word. I tried approving it, and it said
They probably deleted it.
No. You got the Dikembe Mutombo. No.
Flaming Homer.
Man, Ellie is restless sleeping tonight, man. She's like,
Put on some
Oh,
Metallica.
okay.
Calm her down.
Yeah.
yeah, she has Crazy Licks playing in there now.
Crazy.
Let's see if you can hear it. Well, I can't play it over here anyway.
We're
Yeah,
gonna listen
you
to
can hear
Ellie
it.
while she sleeps. I don't think we need to hear that.
She loves it, man. Little rocker.
Sex Cauldron.
We had Ozzy Osbourne on tonight.
Nice.
Raising them right.
Yeah, she knows that Ozzy is the Prince of Darkness and his favorite color is black. And then she was getting crazy tonight talking to Jeannie. She was calling her my sister of darkness.
Ellie was calling Jeannie that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Where do you get a call from the school and they're like, she's drawing a flaming pentagram on the floor. She's lighting candles on all 5 points and speaking in tongues.
Prince of Darkness.
She's gonna call up. Your mother sets clocks in hell.
Oh my gosh. Jean-Biel,
What else? What do we got? We got
what
12
pictures?
minutes.
What pictures do you
Show
want me
some of
to?
those 81 pictures. I put them in the chat.
Well, then why don't you fucking show them?
Johnny's the one who does the live presentation here. I know it's my show, but
all right.
Johnny does. You want me to share? I don't have them on this computer, so
Hands up. Is John
There's nothing I
Biel's
can
blood
do.
alcohol limit over the legal limit in the state of Massachusetts right now?
honestly,
yes or no?
Well, I've had a couple rum and cokes. I'm on my first.
Yeah, but he's
Sammy.
drinking Bacardi. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. I'm not over any limit, so I'm okay. I can drive. I'm okay.
When somebody says they can drive when they're not asked if they can drive, that means they're fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
By the way, has
that-
anybody else seen the commercials now? They're showing commercials about driving high. Have you seen that? You guys live in
don't drive high. Don't.
No, but it's the whole idea that there's a commercial where they're showing people at a party like rolling up a blunt, and they're like, and then the next scene they're in a car, and one of the guys got his head out the window going, and they almost hit a chick walking across the street.
Oh my god, really? I haven't seen those commercials.
This is like and it's like, and the tagline is "Drive high, get a DUI."
Well, if anybody's done that,
they can't test you. They really
they're not
can't
going
test
to be
you.
hanging out of the car window yelling.
They can smell it.
No, I guess it's.
Smell that.
I guess it's a new, obviously a new ad campaign for it because marijuana is becoming recreationally legal in certain states.
It's legal out here.
They really have no way of testing you for marijuana intoxication. They really
out here.
can't.
People have always driven and done that at the same time. Always.
No, I understand.
Honestly, the smell is like the number one tip off. If you really want, no, I think an officer would tell you like that's because it reeks. No, an officer would tell you I had too much. I smoked a little too much marijuana.
Drinking? You buying?
I love.
I'm not high. I'm not
the
high.
old Richard Pryor bit was when what? Fuck you mean I'm drunk? You didn't say that an hour ago. When you were selling me that shit. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has seen it. I saw it during the football games today, and I was like, wow, it's just amazing. They're showing people at a party smoking joints and then getting behind the wheel. And like one of the guys goes, I forget the guy's name. It's like Tommy or something like that. Tommy. And he fucking jams on the brakes. And this girl's walking in front of the car, and she looks at him, she's just like, hey, and like slams the hood of his car. And he goes, I'm sorry. And then the police lights light up behind him.
Oh, jeez.
And while he's driving, it's funny, they do a one shot of him driving, behind the wheel, and his eyes are like half closed because he's baked.
I'll be honest with you. I've had two rules if I ever smoke pot. It's no smoking before 8 p.m. and no smoking and driving.
Wait, now we're getting good here.
No smoking before 8 p.m. No smoking and driving. That'll keep you safe. If it's
why
legal in
8 p.m.?
state, because it's the end of the day. You've done everything you need to do. Like I've worked, I did my job, I did everything I need to do. It's 8 p.m. I'm home. I'm home. I can do it. That's my
he's
deal.
saying what his rules are for his set.
Those are my rules.
Yeah, mine
don't
are.
Smoke and drive. Don't smoke before 8.
I don't do any of that stuff until the kids are in bed.
Well, same idea. That's what I'm saying.
And then I get fucked up.
Cheers. and then it's no holds barred. It's all set. Do whatever you want to do.
I've never done that. Nobody believes me.
No, we still don't.
Never.
I've
never done it.
I believe you now, Johnny. You wouldn't lie to me, man.
I learned it from you, Johnny.
Remember I learned it from watching you. That was the old commercial.
Yeah, I love it. And what I love is the kid is keeping his weed in a cigar box. Like the parent brings out the cigar box. Who showed you this? Who told you? Who gave you this? I learned it from watching you, Dad. And then the father's response is guilt, not fuck you, and like going upside the kid's head.
No, the father's response should be, yes, now we can do this together.
We can smoke. Light it up, son.
That was why I never really got into hard drugs, because my stepfather, who was a vet and had done everything in the book, did the whole the conversation with me when I was like 14, 15. He sat me down and goes, look, if you want to do drugs, you let me know what you want. We'll send your mother away for the weekend. And you and I will get completely blitzed all weekend long. You want coke? You want pills? You want to try heroin? He went through the whole, but it took the appeal away from me. I had no interest, because who wants to get high with their stepfather? You know what I mean? It completely
looks like Roth is falling. Go back. It looks like he's falling.
Go back
from
to
the
that
rafters.
one.
He's about to hit the ground. Go back one.
There was a few shots of Dave hanging from the.
He's on the
Oh,
on the monkey bar, huh? Going up to
That's
the
it.
rigger.
Cool.
If you guys haven't seen, somebody posted like 30 different shots from a Fair Warning. I think it was Montreal Fair Warning.
So this goes back to what we were saying earlier as to why people didn't bother watching Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, because Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young wasn't a show like that. That was insane. That was what everybody had to follow on the strip. Imagine Van Halen was, the barometer. We talk about, when you're the barometer, you're the best.
Thermometer.
Right. When you're the barometer, you're the best of everything. So all the bands in the clubs in LA were like, well, we want to be that. So every frontman had to be able to do what Dave did. And that's where you got guys who were great frontmen but terrible singers.
There's my strap.
BL's guitar and strap.
That's not mine. That's whoever posted it on Facebook.
That stripes off too.
Oh shit.
Saw that coming.
So hard to get those.
Anyway.
I've got a couple more pictures to show.
Ooh.
Here's one. Here's one. John BL, you might be excited to see this one.
Ooh.
Oh.
Right here.
Boing.
Boom chuck.
That's a sound check from '86. And look at Edward's his belt.
Sammy and Ed. That's really
Sammy's
cool.
poodle hair.
Look at Sammy. Jesus.
Looks like an excess or something.
What the hell, man? Look at him. I think his legs are like 2 feet long.
So that's an amphitheater in '86, I guess. We could probably figure out where that was from.
Well, I'm sure the lawn was packed too.
Yeah.
And what's Ed wearing? Like that's definitely
belt he
soundcheck
wore,
attire. Soundcheck attire. Yeah, I mean, like in all of the shows in '86, he had the parachute pants and the just a t-shirt, wife beater, right?
Well, all the time, yeah.
I like that they did their own sound checks. Like when Kiss goes out and plays, they basically have roadies go out and play their stuff, like their bass tech and their guitar tech and their drum tech. They just get behind
that.
Yeah, they just do that. They don't even bother going out.
AC/DC does that.
Yeah, they don't even bother going out and doing their own sound check. They just have their tech. That's their tech's one moment to shine on stage after spending all day wiring up and tuning up guitars.
Hey,
is that and play 2 songs?
Is that a camera on a tripod sitting there? Video camera?
Well, I wonder what amphitheater that was, because a lot of those theaters would have had an in-house video, and yeah, it looks like there's a video camera out there in the middle of the audience there.
Oh snap! Where's that footage?
So, all right, let me look up the 80. What was you sure that's 5150 core?
Look at Sammy's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
Look like it, yeah.
And he's wearing that belt.
Yeah.
And a muumuu.
What's a muumuu?
Didn't he have the belt in '88 too?
So
yeah, but
the
Sammy
early
had
part of the
long hair in '88.
Yeah.
There was a few.
Well, you know better than anybody with the hairdos, Caleb.
Yeah. I don't remember any 5150 show in a shed though.
Alpine Valley Music Theater, I think in
That's
Troy,
in Wisconsin. Yep. That's the place that Stevie Ray Vaughan played before he died.
Yep.
There's a few that were actually like theaters.
Polaris
like,
Amphitheater in Columbus too. The
Hmm.
Polaris Amphitheater in Columbus looks exactly like that as well.
Toronto CNE Grandstand.
Yeah, the Toronto is where they shot the Toronto pay-per-view in an amphitheater.
Well, what are the dates on those amphitheater shows?
The ones that I can see that were actual amphitheaters. What did I say? What? Let's see. Because that tour started in April, went through May. So Alpine Valley Music Theater. Let me see what that looks like. In Troy, New York. That was in, what was that, May? There's no pictures of it. Amphitheater located in Troy, Wisconsin. So that could have been Troy. What else? Let's see. Compton Terrace and Chandler.
Chandler.
What the hell is it? Chandler, Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah,
Could have been
Compton
Arizona.
Terrace. Yeah, Compton Terrace. No, it's not Arizona. The trees are not.
Trees are
Arizona.
not consistent with Arizona landscaping.
Yeah, it's true. We don't have trees like that in Arizona.
What else? The CNE Grandstand in Toronto. That's a baseball field, baseball park. That's about it. Niagara Falls Convention Center. What's that? So it really could have only been a handful of dates that could have had
It's
an outdoor
probably
amphitheater
somewhere in the
show.
Midwest. Just looking at the trees and stuff.
So you think the Wisconsin one?
Folsom Field. It wasn't Folsom Field. It was Compton Terrace or
It wasn't Compton Terrace.
Ohio.
Alpine Valley. It was probably Alpine Valley.
Either Alpine Valley or Polaris.
And like you say, there was probably video of Universal Amphitheater. Was that outdoors? No, that's an indoor one.
Shoreline Amphitheater.
There's a few from Yellowstone Metro. No,
Look at that Marshall in front of the stage there.
And no, in 5150, they played at Cow Palace. They didn't play at Shoreline.
Yeah, look at that. The Marshall cab pointing straight up. Is that a Marshall cab? Looks like it was.
Yeah.
That'd be a strange place for a 4x12.
It probably hasn't been loaded onto the stage yet, or it was loaded off from whatever it's going to be for the opening band.
That's one of the that might be one of those cabs.
That's crazy.
One of those
interesting, really interesting place to put a 4x12.
No, I'm guessing that'll be stacked in front of their gear.
But they're doing sound check. Everything's set up for sound check.
I understand it. They set up for sound check, and then the opening band sets their gear up in front of them when they're done.
BTO.
There you go. Wow. BTO, yeah.
Oh. Now you're thinking with the old noggin.
So yeah.
So that's cool. And then here's another one I saw last night. You guys saw this one last night in the chat. That one's pretty cool.
Eddie and Eric.
Yeah, right.
It's Eric with no chin.
Eric never had a chin.
Yeah. Who's more fucked up in that picture?
So what in the chat? What year is that? I mean, you can kind of tell by Ed's hair and Ed's
jacket.
Thank you, Caleb. But yeah, probably around 84. That's what I would have said.
Maybe late 83.
You can tell by Eric Clapton too. I mean, he's got short hair and probably.
I'd have no idea if I saw a picture of Clapton. I wouldn't know, but I would say
he doesn't look sober. Actually,
Fender Guru, are you in here? Fender Guru would be able to spot the Clapton years.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that he met him before they hung out like in 85 or so.
That could very well be 85 because that's Clapton's look at that point.
No,
right about
because there's pictures of them and Clapton already has the beard.
Yeah.
They're both drinking.
You know, it's very possible that neither one of them remembers meeting each other the first time they met too.
No, Eddie. Remember, Eddie had talked about in an interview. He said the first time he met Clapton, he was really nervous. He said he was super nervous when he met him, and he got drunk and he messed up the meeting.
Maybe
that could have been this.
That could have been this. It could have been this. This picture was taken early because Ed does have the happy smile on his face, and maybe later after this picture was done, or before the picture was done, because Clapton doesn't look too pleased to be in the photograph. Maybe Eddie had already made a fool of himself. Hey, man, we got a picture before we go. And Clapton's like, yep, let's do the
hat that Ed's wearing. What is that hat, too?
Probably Clapton's hat.
Because remember, this was also that period of time when Clapton, if anybody saw the Clapton documentary, this period of Clapton's time, he was still drinking and getting his shit together.
Yeah.
He was still kind of an asshole. Yeah.
Up until I think 90 or late 80s was Eric.
Yeah.
Eric was in bad shape.
So he was still drinking and sort of an asshole back then, and I'm sure he appreciated a happy Eddie Van Halen in his face.
Yeah, that's Alpine Valley.
In Wisconsin.
Alpine Valley. Okay. Confirmed. Thank you, Caleb.
Yeah. Can we zoom in and see what hat is
East Troy, New York, Alpine Valley. 2 dates in
Those dudes?
East Troy, Wisconsin.
37,000. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was thinking Troy, New York. 37,000 capacity.
What?
It's a big arena. It's a big amphitheater.
Yeah, you got to figure,
Here it is.
Jay. You can probably put 20,000 in seats, and then another 10 or 12 on the grass.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Oh, there you go. Nice. Thank you, Caleb. Doing the John BL job.
John BL is too liquored up to do
What's
it
the
himself.
John BL job? What's that?
Oh, finding out the history of
There
all
you go.
these shots.
That's for Jay.
Nice. Sammy with that. My goodness, look
Larry
at that
Fine
shirt.
on lead guitar.
Yeah.
That's like a 4XL shirt.
Hey Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah.
Imagine these two kids. Like that has to be incredible.
Yep.
No, it says
Probably
the
that
Monsters of
close,
Rock tour,
yeah.
which included Van Halen, Scorpions, blah blah blah, opened their tour in '88. So I don't think that was Monsters of Rock, though.
No, Sammy
or was it? Could
Sammy
it have
didn't
been
have that
Monsters
hair.
of Rock?
Yeah,
No,
Sammy-
Sammy had the longer hair.
yeah, that's the pop.
Like way
Oh,
longer.
Which guitar was Sammy playing? Was he playing the
Because-
red Kramer? Because he played the yellow in '88, didn't he?
Yeah, you can. It's hard to see because it mixes in with those chairs.
Forensics. Let's get on
But
that.
that's a Beretta tilt back headstock.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his red guitar.
Yep.
Most
but-
likely '86.
But
There's
Sammy
a
had the long
video-
hair.
There's a video with him with that shirt on. I've seen it before. Him backstage with that thing on. Whatever the hell that
Oh,
gown
you know,
is.
wearing it is in the
The guy was talking about dreams, like people
Stone with
talking a lot about dreams these times. I'm a senior, so I know about dreams.
There's Ed's board right there.
Wearing the Chuck Taylors.
Right?
Yeah, I still have a black pair like that.
It's the most uncomfortable shoe ever, man.
I know. Actually, mine have some sort of what are those things? Gelin?
Dr. Scholl's.
Dr. Scholl's. They're orange.
They make
Yeah,
some now. They make some Chuck Taylors that have some padding in them now.
Maybe I have to get a
Limited
pair. 'Cause the ones I had, holy shit! And they used to play
Yeah.
basketball in them things. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
But they're no different than Vans. Vans are the
I
same thing as
I
Chuck
never had
Taylors.
Chuck Taylors.
Vans are comfortable.
There's no ankle support, even though they're built up around the ankles. There's no. I can't imagine there's any ankle support. They're
There
all
isn't.
canvas.
No, they're
No,
hard.
I've got like 4 or 5 pair of Chuck Taylors. I love them, but they're terrible for your feet.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I wore them all the time.
Yep.
When I was a teenager, and then, well, I'm 29 now, so just several years, just a few years ago, I wore them all the time and
Zero arch support at all, man.
walk around all day and standing on your feet all the time with those things, and ouch. I remember I went shoe shopping with the. I'll drop some names. I went shoe shopping with Desmond Child, and he bought me these really nice sneakers. And then he picked up my Chuck Taylors. I had these burgundy ones. And he's like, Johnny, say goodbye. And he was holding up my shoes, and he throws them in the trash. Yeah.
Is this the same jacket?
That's good. Yeah, that's got to be.
Can't really
That's
tell. It
yeah,
looks
that
like it,
picture. Yep. It's got to be it, right?
That was early in the 5150 tour. That was what, like the.
That was from the Rolling Stone story.
Oh no, it was probably like the 20th. Date.
I don't think so. I think that jacket. Show that picture again, Caleb.
Maybe
Look
it's
at that
not.
hair. Look at
No,
I think that jacket has thicker black stripe on it.
It's shorter.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Nope, not the same. I forget what they call that style, but it's like one of those Asian peasant coats, you know, the ones like that has like the little buttons up the front that you see in all the old Chinese kung fu movies. Yeah, not like but not a gi, but it's
hey, what are you guys, gi?
But it's like that. I forget if they call it the Asian peasant outfit. You know, it's like a pair of silk pants and like a silk jacket
with smoking jacket.
Kind of like a smoking jacket. Yeah.
There is video of the next show after that, the Des Moines, Iowa show. For all the nerds out there, there's actual video of the Des Moines show. If you're interested.
Des Moines.
That's where you can see Al's drum set rising from the stage too.
That's a cool shot.
Beginning of the show.
All right, we're at 3 hours.
Yeah, that is a cool shot.
I guess we hit the limit.
Oh, everybody's showing.
Yeah, that's awful. The awful padded shoulder jackets.
Man,
nice mullet.
And
Eddie.
Sammy with the what kind of guitar is that? Is it a Mockingbird or?
Put it back up.
That's the guitar
Dean?
that
not the Dean,
Mancuda has. Not that one, but he has the other one.
It's almost a Mockingbird, but it's
a Jackson.
It's a Kelly.
Mancuda
right?
owns
the Jackson Kelly.
The other
Kelly, yeah.
Sammy one, yeah.
No, he has the V. Doesn't he have the alternate V?
That's Mancuda has 300 guitars.
I know.
One of them is, I think, is one of these, but it was like one that was built for Sammy, but not that exact one.
Why don't you call Mancuda?
Because we'll be on till 10 in the morning.
I know.
He'll take us through
Save
sunrise.
that for New Year's. Save that for New Year's.
He's awake because he just liked my Instagram a little bit ago.
All right, I gotta go. It's
We're ready.
10 after 3. I gotta split. I gotta go to bed. No after show for me, gentlemen.
Clapton has thin lips.
I gotta go. I gotta go
about that. Yeah, I'm good.
Good night.
I'm having In-N-Out Burger at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm going to bed now, and then I'm going to
live with that.
Should I go? I'll go if I get Wi-Fi. I'll go live with that. And
live.
Yeah.
Go live, animal style.
All right. Say goodbye, John.
Goodbye, John.
Goodbye, John.
Well, thank you to our channel members, everyone on the page. I can't read 50,000 names, but thank you all, channel members.
12,051 tonight.
I'll read them, but you know.
No, we gotta go.
Yeah,
we should have at least have a minute after show with Jay, at least 1 minute.
Yeah, cue the theme.
I was about to click it.
Oh,
good night, everyone. Thank you all. Good night.
You gotta unmute yourself, Jay.
End the show already.
Krusty, read the name.
Johnny Beane TV live streams. JohnnyBeane.tv. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up. You'll hate yourself if you don't. You'll hate him if you do.
Man, good.
Meh.
Good night, all.